Okay. We should be live. Yeah, let's go with tags. Okay. All right, good play by there. All right, there we go. Let's get the chat set up. How's everybody doing today? Commercial break for the Canucks right now. Tanner Pearson scored basically 24 seconds into the game. Super hot start for the Canucks there. Other than that, we're doing back to another game reaction, I guess. Hope you guys are doing well. Yeah, big game for the Canucks so far. One shot on goal, and they've already scored. 6 shots on net for the Wild. So far, they haven't been able to produce anything offensively, but that'll most likely change very soon. Yeah, let's just hopefully this is going to go well. Hope everyone's doing well today. Hope happy Tuesday, I guess. Hopefully you've had a good day. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so far, game's just getting back up. There we go. Alright, so far, here we go. Vancouver. How are we looking on the stream? Looking good. Alright, yeah. 13 minutes into the game, Vancouver is playing pretty well. I'd like to see them get more shots on net, though. That being said, though, it's nice to see them playing decent defense. The shots that they're allowing aren't high-quality chances, and Markstrom so far already looks more competent than he did last game, which is always a good thing. So we're just going to have to wait and see, and hope for the best. Too early to say right now, but it's a high-tempo game, and that's what I like to see so far. The Canucks really need to come out, and they need to come out swinging, and they need to be quick, and they need to really work on, being more of a cohesive unit. A lot of these guys don't have any playoff experience, and that's okay, And a lot of teams go into the playoffs like this, very young and raw. They don't have a lot of experience, and that doesn't mean that you can't succeed in the playoffs. It doesn't at all. Carolina was a very raw team last year with a lot of different experience from some players in other areas and a lot of young talent too, and they succeeded very, very well in the East last year. So it's just going to come down to whether or not with the Canucks have their players and actually play well and click. That's going to be the big thing right now. And I think that the Canucks have the ability to do that. I think that the Canucks are one of the best building teams in the league with the type of talent they have available and also this type of experience that they've surrounded, JT Miller is not as old as people really think he is. And to have a guy like that playing with Pettersson and Besser is huge for your development of your team, right? JT Miller is older and has more experience, obviously, but he's not like he's a guy who's going to be like 32, who's just coming into his own. He's not like a Blake Wheeler who's just aging into this really, really good player all of a sudden with age. He's coming into it now because he's actually having an opportunity to shine and be a number one. And that's what makes it so interesting. Great save there by Markstrom with the glove. All right. 7 shots for Minnesota, 1. Vancouver is just getting on the power play right now, just about to kick it off. Let's see if Vancouver can actually make it worth their while. Let's see if they can actually get busy. Big hit there on the boards on Pettersson. Besser now. That's what I like to see. Alright. Big shot. I don't like this angle, this high angle they have. It's very weird. I know you can see the ice a lot, but it's not really my favorite camera angle. And there it is, cleared out. That was good good positioning by them, for sure. Again, what's really going to make a difference is how well the Canucks are able to click and mesh together in the playoffs. That's all it really comes down to. They have the talent, they have the skill, they have the goaltending. It's just going to come down to how well they really play. And that was a beautiful pass, and Stalock just robbed Brock Besser. Whew. He just robbed him. Cross crease. Bang, with the pad. Stacked him up. Got him perfectly. Don't like those weird drop passes that Besser's done there 2 times in a row in the rush. Don't be afraid to chat either, guys. Dude, give me a stream. If you guys are looking for streams, there's tons of different websites. Alright, come on. Big move there by Edler. Yeah, if you're looking for a stream there, dude, welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm watching mine on TV, but there's a website that I use that you can use for the NBA. They have hockey and it's good quality. It's called Sports Surge. Sportsurge.net. They've got everything there. If you want to watch stuff there, you can open that on your computer, and then you can have this on your other tab and go through the commentary as we go along, read the chat and stuff like that. But yeah, you can watch it there if you like. Big save there, right there, and Besser getting kind of tied up. That looked like a penalty to me almost. Yeah, no problem, dude. Maybe drop in a sub. 4 wild goaltender to record. Oh, I couldn't even read that stat. That was way too quickly. So far, shots on net, Minnesota is being favored double than Vancouver. But Vancouver, I feel like, has had a higher quality of scoring opportunities than Minnesota's 8 shots on net. All right. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Big play there. As long as the Canucks are able to keep offensive pressure in their zone, in the wild zone, I think that they will be able to win this game. It's just coming down. That's what I think it's going to come down to, though. Big play there in the offensive. And 16 people watching, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. Drop a like if you're new to hockey and all that stuff like that. Also, feel free to chat in the comment section. It makes it more fun when everyone's talking about the game and stuff like that. So far, yeah, I'm impressed with the Canucks play. They seem a lot more poised than they were in the game 1, which is really important, and I knew that they would be. I'm sorry, I'm a Wild fan. Hey, no worries, man. I like every team in hockey, really. I don't have any bias. I'm just wearing a Canucks because I actually live in Vancouver, and it's my local team, so I just happen to have the jersey. I'm a Jets fan, though, so me and you got a big connection there if you're a Wild fan. Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Zach Parise in playoff games. He's got, wow, those were really good stats. 35 goals. Well, Parise is a good player. I don't know. I feel like Parise is a guy, like, I think like a lot of people were really stumped when the Islanders went after him in the deadline, but why not? Like, yeah, his contract's not good, but he's still he's a good player. Like, he's not bad, and he's got a lot to offer, especially if you put him in the right situation. So I like Zach Parise still. So far, though, I'm impressed with the way the Canucks are playing, and also the Wild seem to be a little bit more passive than they were in Game 1. They're not really applying as much pressure as I'd like to see them applying. The Canucks are getting through the neutral zone way too easy. They're really getting good opportunities for scoring chances right now, and the Wild are just kind of getting there and getting shots on net. They're not the best qualities, but at least they're getting shots, so that's good for them at least. Okay, with 8 minutes left, it's going to be a really important key to see if the Wild can actually get some momentum going, because they are out shooting, like I've said, 8-4. But like I've also said originally, keep on saying, the Canucks, the Canucks, a way higher, better scoring opportunity than the Wild are getting, and they have less shots. The Wild are stumbling in their own end right now, for sure. They're not playing bad, and they're not playing clumsy, but they're just stumbling. They're not as fluent as they were in Game 1. The Canucks, on the other hand, though, they're very cohesive right now as a unit. They're playing well, and they're getting a lot of shots on net. Just getting pucks in the playing area, which is really important. Good pressure, though. Again, see, the Canucks are able to turn the neutral zone very, very well. Horvat's always been good at that, though. Horvat's a very good playmaking center and puck-carrying center. I've always liked Horvat. Let me ask Canuck fans right now, are you happier to have Horvat and like have the potential career of Horvat, or would you rather had a team with a Corey Schneider and just kind of built it around then with elite goaltending and seeing what happens? For me, it's kind of hard hating the Winnipeg Jets, though, because Bud Grant... Yeah. I honestly, sports is weird for me. Like, the only team that I actually, like, despise in all of sports... And it mostly is never to do with anything with the team. It's always the fan base. Like, I hate the New England Patriots. I hate the Los Angeles Lakers fans. And in the NHL, I really don't have a fan that I hate because, yeah, you know, the Oilers fans are like, oh, we won all this stuff and everything like that. And it's annoying. But in hockey, it's so diverse. Like, a lot of teams have had dynasties and a lot of teams have just won cups and been successful and had successful years. So it's hard to really find myself hating in hockey. Patriots stand for... yeah, exactly. I don't mind the Packers. Packers fans are interesting to me. I like how crazy they are. But it's just weird because in hockey, I find there's none of that toxicity level in other sports. Like, I don't hate any teams in hockey. Like, I guess I hate the Leafs. But that's just because I live in Canada and they get all the attention from all the sports networks, and I don't like that. But other than that, I could care less about the Leafs. You know, they play in Canada. Other than that, like, why am I going to hate them? So that's how I view it, especially with hockey. Hockey's just too much team-based and player-based to really care about, like, bad rivalries and stuff like that. Like, I don't care. I don't hold on to the 80s grudges, and I don't even hold on to playoff grudges. The only time I get competitive is playoffs. Vikings fans always hate Green Bay. Yeah, I get that. Dude. And yeah. You know what, though? Vikings fans are weird because, like, you guys have had so much suffering. And that's, I think, another thing, too. It's like, in other sports, the fans get so attached to, like, the suffering of your team. But in hockey, it's more of, like, everyone just still loves the regular season so much that they enjoy it. You know, even, like, bad teams enjoy it. And I don't know, that's something I think is awesome about hockey. That's why I think hockey is the best sport in North America, next to baseball. Only because in the NBA, you can build a championship team in one day, in literally less than an hour on free agency, if you have the cap. You know? I'm a Pens fan from Toronto. That's awesome, man. You know, I'm a Jets fan in Vancouver. I always love that how people get attached to teams in different cities. I think that's one of the coolest things about sports, you know, and how isolated you can have little fan pockets around the country. I think it's very cool. Toronto's fan base is annoying, and that's the biggest problem with sports. I don't ever hate a team. I hate the fan base. You know, and I think that's true in a lot of sports, and maybe not so much in football, but in basketball and hockey especially, the fan bases are so toxic sometimes because they think they're so much better. Vikings fans enjoy 6 days of the week. Kirk Cousins. That is so freaking true. At least Kirk Cousins, though, had a competent year last year. I was impressed with him. He played well for the Vikings. You know, like, yeah, he wasn't, like, an amazing quarterback, but at least he was competent and he won you games. That's all you can really hope for, especially, like, in the NFL. Like, there's so many fucking stacked teams in the NFL. Like, at least you can have is, like, a competent season. My team is going to be in the playoffs 20 times. That's really cool. 29 times. My team has finally went 3 years in a row, and that was a big deal. Nice pass there by the, but out of play. Again, the Canucks are putting on good pressure entering the zone. This is a very, very interesting game right now for the Vancouver Canucks and Minnesota Wild. Only because I feel like I'm a Flames fan from Winnipeg. That's awesome, man. Flames fans, fuck, you must get a lot of shit out there right now then. Fucking with the way the Winnipeggers are. They can get mad on Hockey Day. I hate the Patriots because they pay the refs and the Astros because they cheat. Yeah, fuck the Astros. And actually, you know what? I retract my statement. I hate the Astros. Are the only team in sports that I despise through every angle of their ownership and their existence. Because how can you cheat and then not get punished? Fuck you and fuck that. And like all the people who are like, oh, you're not going to throw at them? Yeah, you should throw at them. They cheated 2 years in a row and won the World Series. Like, how can you not be pissed if you're a player? Like, especially if you're like the Angels. People are mad at Joe Kelly because he threw it behind. I'm like, fuck that. Yeah, it was a little high, but whatever. I don't know. People get too nervous about that stuff nowadays. It's just weird. Let's get back on the hockey, though. We're talking way too much about sports right now, but it's fun. My last Jets stream was busy, but it was quiet. It's nice to have you guys talking in here. Feel free to talk about whatever during intermission, too. I wish I could play the audio and stuff, but I don't want to get copyrighted strike, so I'm just going to do the best I can to comment. And right now, Canucks have almost tied it in the shot department. They've completely stalled Minnesota in the offensive end. And it just looks like Minnesota's defense is getting really stale, and I'm starting to get worried about them. If this stuff... Do I have a Discord? I do not have a Discord. I do have a Twitter, though, and you can always... you can tweet at me on Twitter. I'm very active there, so if you're into that type of stuff, I have it down in the description. You can follow me down there. You can also just subscribe and just talk on videos and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm weird with Discord. I've never used it. I just don't talk with people on PC like that. I don't know. I've always used Skype when I was a kid. And now I find I'm just always using Skype still, and I don't know, Zoom sometimes even. I don't know. Just weird though. But I do not have a Discord. I might make it one day. Channel's pretty small right now too. I don't have a Discord and like make it all nice. But there's like gonna be like 2 people in it, right? So. I have another channel where I do Call of Duty content. That's in the description as well, and I do all like Call of Duty Zombies based stuff there. But this is just mostly just because, like, I don't know, it's quarantine, it's sports. It's easy to talk about sports. When I'm bored, I can just make a video, talk to you guys, talk to fans. It's nice, and that's why I think, you know, sports channels are really, really casual and have a big future on YouTube when you think about it. You can really grow communities in YouTube, and having a sport community is just something that I think is really interesting. It's just a place where people of all different nationalities and types can come and just talk about whatever teams they want. Like, I don't care if we're watching a Canucks-Minnesota game and we start talking about football, because sports are sports and conversations are fun, and that's just how I like to view things. So, didn't answer your question, Ravens, but as back what I was saying with the Minnesota game, I'm actually quite worried so far because there's 6 minutes left, and all I've seen Minnesota's defensive play is go downhill from this moment puck drop to now. So that is very worrisome. Yeah, I have to say that. And the fact that they've given Vancouver 2 power plays already in the first period, and they've only had 8 shots. They've been stuck for the last 10 minutes. Not good. I think Vancouver scores on this power play, and they make it 2-0, and I think that they hold a commanding lead going into the second because Minnesota's defense is bad. If Minnesota can switch their defensive play and they can get more agile and they can get a little bit more on the puck in the neutral zone and stop allowing the Canucks to have those clean break-ins, I really, really think that there's a good chance that the Minnesota can make a comeback if they do that. But only if they do that. They have to contain the neutral zone, and they've lost full control of it. Look, now you're gonna Canucks are gonna roll out their power play and they're gonna go off. I can't put the game on. It'll get a copyright strike. I can just talk about it. I have it here, and I got the stats and stuff. I can leave it like this, and it'll just start playing. I wish I could put the game on, though. Sorry about that, guys. It's just don't want to get the copyright strike. This is the best I can, but I thought that this is just a fun way for people to talk and hang out, you know? You never know. You can just hang out and chill. The problem isn't actually snitching, because I wish that was the case, because no one would. It's actually YouTube going and flagging content. They'll flag the audio, because Sportsnet copyrights all their audio, and so does the NHL network and NBC, where this is being broadcasted in the U.S., and they will immediately just give me a strike on my channel for streaming it. And also, I could get my channel deleted. And since I'm just kind of new to this, I'd prefer not to, but I really wish I could. You know, I guess I could do the whole, what's that guy from the boxing when he angled it off his glasses, his reflective sunglasses? Take one for the team? Oh, bro, I wish. If my channel wouldn't get deleted, I totally would. I totally would. Go Canucks, go. You know it, buddy. Go Canucks, but also I want to see Minnesota at least play competently. I always hate when teams are shit. That's the worst thing in hockey, when your defense goes bad. Vikings fan. I don't get channels to watch the playoffs. I can watch after the game is done, but not the same. Yeah, I know what you mean. I actually stream everything off my computer. I have the NHL Network, stuff like that, which is nice. But it's the only way because like I'm there's no God way in God way I'm gonna be paying for the NHL Network. Like it's so much more affordable just to like have the team you like and buy that package. Like the NHL Network for every team is crazy. Yeah, it totally is. Minnesota is playing flat-footed right now, and that's what's really boring. Like their penalty kill is awful. 3 of the guys don't have a stick, and there's already another penalty being called. I think there was just another. I can't tell. Maybe there wasn't a penalty being called. I don't know, but it looked like the ref had his hand up. If you guys are new to the channel though, and you're enjoying the commentary and you're liking this type of thing, definitely I really appreciate it if you subscribed. This isn't just a Jets like sports page. I want to turn it into something more. It's just the Jets are my primary focus in hockey and they're what I like to cover the most in sports. But I do like to cover other teams. I like to make other videos. So if you're interested in that type of thing, feel free to subscribe. I don't want to be that like old pushy little kid. Hey, subscribe to my channel, like it, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm just trying to get over that. Hockey is fun when both teams are scoring and playing well. So are the sports. That's true. The only time I think it's really fun when a team is bad is in basketball. And like you just have the other team go off for like 35 points. It's just an offensive showdown with threes and fucking dunks. That's fun. In hockey though, because it's boring. Because like you'll have a 5-goal first period. And it's just awesome to watch. And then after that, the rest of the game is nothing. You might get 1 goal in the third, and that's it. Like it's boring. You never get games that get higher than like 5 or 6 goals. And when they do, it's usually like an empty netter that makes it 7 or 6 or something like that. But I totally agree there though. The hockey is really interesting because I think hockey is the best when both teams aren't good necessarily, but playing competent hockey. They understand how to play defense, and their offense isn't just dump and chase. I think that's when the hockey is like at its best blend. And a lot of playoff hockey is that. And that's why playoff hockey is good. A lot of playoff hockey is about breaking in. Canucks beat Bruins 8-3. That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying that like they don't happen very often high-scoring games. They happen a little bit more, but they're not like very, very often. And when they do, they're usually in bunches, and the games are very dead after that, right? Like that's kind of what I'm going off of. I'm not saying that games can't get even to like 10. I remember when I was a kid, games got to 10, whatever the score was. I remember Montreal one time I was at my dad's place, and they have 11 goals or something like that. I think maybe that's crazy, but the point is that like I feel like when that happens, it's boring because of how everything is. Go Canucks, go! Hell yeah, go Canucks, go! Also, guys, if you haven't liked the stream already, I know I said I wouldn't ask for likes, but I don't know. I really appreciate it just to see how many of you guys actually like the content and stuff like that and are appreciating it, because I'm just trying to figure out if this is something that I like doing. And so far, it's something I like doing, but I just like to see it a little bit more and like to see the feedback and the actual results. So if you don't mind liking and you're enjoying the live stream, I definitely appreciate that. But back to the game. They're on the power play. Applying good pressure again, but again, the same type of lazy, mundane defense that Wild have been doing since the puck drop. They get it clear now, but it wasn't clean. And it wasn't a very good clean. 3 of the guys were on the ice already down. We get it change with their thing. Yeah, they are really bullying him. They hit Pedersen bad in that first power play. They pinned him, and that's right before it, too. Hopefully they'll be doing it. But then again, they've been doing that in the Jets series and that Leafs series. The refs are being very shit so far in these qualifying. It's like they're just the NHL is just like, let the guys play, fuck the hits, fuck the big stuff, just let them play and get the games done. I'm never gonna win a cup. Oof. We'll keep praying, Henrik. We'll get you there one day, buddy. We'll get you there, I promise. What's the most boring sport? The most boring sport, in my opinion, is soccer because it ends in a tie. It can end in a tie. I know that sounds like weird, and a lot of people are like, how can you not say golf? But at least in golf, it's competitive the whole way through. You don't know who's going to win. And yeah, there's ties and stuff like that in golf too, but there's still a winner at the end of the day. There's still a winner of the Masters at the end of the day, right? Like in football, yeah, the championships have winners, but in the regular season, I don't want to watch a tie. And I understand. I like tennis, actually. I like playing tennis, so I enjoy watching it. And golf is one of those weird ones. There we go, though. We get a goal from the Minnesota Wild, shorthanded. We're going to talk about that real quick, guys. We're too busy talking about what sports we don't like, but a great goal there, shorthanded. And I believe that was a 2-on-1. I could not tell. Who scored it? Right here. Here, they're going to show it right here. Nice, clean breakout pass, what I've been telling the Minnesota Wild need to do. and just bad overall play from the Vancouver Canucks and Markstrom. Bad goal by Markstrom let in there. Very, very bad goal. Yeah, very bad goal there from Markstrom. Luke Cunnin with his first goal of the series. First goal from Parise and Sutter. Nice to see the old vets getting points. But that was not a good goal for Markstrom to let in. Like, he's been playing solid. They've been playing very good hockey, the Canucks, and then they let that happen. A lazy change, not enough pressure in their own end on a power play, and then bad goal. Do you know how crazy thing is about the Rangers only scored 5 goals in 3 games? I know, it's pretty fucking crazy. Or whatever the amount of goals it was. They did not score enough. I expected the Rangers to lose that series, but I expected them to lose it in 5 games. I thought that it would be one of the most entertaining first-round series. I did not expect that as a sweep. The ones I did see as a sweep haven't been. I saw Nashville sweeping Arizona. I do have New York sweeping Florida, which I do have. I like that. But I did not have. I thought that was going to be a 5-game series, but without a doubt. So yeah, if you guys already haven't, consider dropping a subscription, or if you like the content. But yeah, Canucks right now, 2 minutes left. They're kind of settling back down on their own end. Their passing is still crisp, which is important, but they don't seem rattled, which is nice. A big hit on Edler in the boards. Oof. Hey, I appreciate that, PFC claps, man. I appreciate that. And there you go. Thank you so much for that subscription. That's weird. That's not what I changed it to. Hold on a second. OBS. I thought I changed it to, not OBS. Streamlabs. I thought that I changed it. Alert box. Do you live in Vancouver? I do live in Vancouver. Yep. Born and raised. But I'm a big Winnipeg guy. Family, everything out there. That's kind of what I like. All right, let's get back over to this. I thought it was working though. What do you think of that Florida Panther player here at the end of the New York Islanders playing another one? Did you watch the Cap and the Lightning game? I did not know. I did watch that Florida game, and again, it's a weird hit. Like, the NHL really needs to think of they need to really look at cross-checking and really think, like, okay, are we going to call it on it when it happens, or are we just going to let it slide still? Because there have been a lot of players since this has started where it just seems like lazy hockey plays where the guys are getting hit, and it just is, it's unnecessary. Like the Sam Bennett hit today on Pro. Was it dirty? I think it was. But was it accidental? 100%. But it's just that cross-checking mentality that players have. I think it's very, very bad for the thing. Washington 2-3. Good. Fuck Tampa Bay. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I just don't know. It depends. The NHL just needs to really look at how they're handling hits, because you got the Muzzin hit, you got what's happened with the Jets in Calgary, and now you've got what's happening within Florida and with the Islanders. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna look at it? You're gonna realize it's wrong, like, Washington lost to Tampa. Okay, well, never mind then. Oh yeah, I can't read. Oh god, that was funny. Alright, let's get out of here. I don't care about that stuff. Let's get back to the game. 0-0 on that. Alright, guys. That ends the first period with the Canucks and Wild. 9 shots apiece. 1 goal each. One from Tanner Pearson, assisted from Bo Horvat, 24 seconds into the game. The other one, 17 minutes and 16 seconds of the game. Luke Cunnin from Parise and Sutter. I want the Oilers to get knocked out of that game. I don't know. I like the Oilers, but at the same time, yeah, fuck them. Can't, it sounds mean, but what are you gonna do? All right, let's All right, what the hell was I looking for? So my uncle gets mad. I don't want to show the footage of them getting shit. Okay, let's yeah, let's go over this so far. Let's go. What other games are on right now? There aren't any games. This is the last one. I don't like or hate Edmonton. I don't know. I feel I don't like Edmonton for one reason. I just don't like it because they won the lottery so many times. But other than that, like, that's just salt because I like talent to go to other places. But at the same time, it's a pretty amazing meme on how you get that many first-round picks and still be in the basement for a decade, almost 2 decades. Like let me put this into comparison. The Oilers since 2000 basically have been like really dumpster mediocre and bad. Yeah, they had some good teams, but think about for 20 years they were basement dwellers almost. Like, they had decence in the early 2000s, but the last 10 years, fucking kidding me? No way. No way. No way. So we're at the end of the first. Let's go take a look at our player stats, all right? Let's go look at the team stats. Who is on the goal? Let's see, okay. Sutter with Bertanen and Ferland were on the ice for that with Myers. Okay. I can live with that. Edmonton is such a good team. They work together because they have all the good players and think that they're... That's very true. Also, Edmonton is just a weird team. Like, they're like, I give props to Ken Holland because he was able to build a solid team out of fucking nothing. Like, Mike Green, like the Green experiment didn't work, but that was a good pickup, and that would have been nice if he was playing with them right now. Like, I give credit where credit is due to Edmonton, only because they actually, like, they've tried last year. Like, they're gonna make steps to get better. I just hope to God they don't waste McDavid. Like, I really hope they don't. How can you get gifted McDavid and waste him? Like, they gotta make a finals at least once, right? Like, am I the only one that thinks that? Like, let me know. Hockey fans in the chat, let me know. Do you think that if the Edmonton doesn't make the finals at least once with McDavid or Draisaitl, that it's a complete waste of a signing of both of them, basically? I think it is. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but how can you not have 2 of the best players that the league has ever seen and not make a final and put a decent squad behind them? Like, I'm not saying it'll be now, but before they leave those teams, they have to make the finals at least once. Like, you would expect them to, right? Like, with that type of talent, like, it's just ridiculous. So, still on a commercial break. There's no other games, and that's okay. Let me just pause this. I don't really... Darnell Nurse and Subban crying it up. If the Rangers don't give me a cup in the next 3 years, I'm leaving my team. I think you guys have a good chance in the East. Personally, I don't know how long the Leafs are going to have it left. I think the Leafs are really going to implode within the next 2 years. And it doesn't even matter if they win. I just think they're going to implode. And I think that's going to really leave a lot of open space for teams like the Rangers and like the Hurricanes that are really coming into their own, that are young. You know, the Rangers, yeah, they just got swept, but that doesn't matter. It does not matter that they got swept. They need experience, and also, you know, what's the big loss? They have a chance now to get a better pick and build off what they already had was a decent year. They could have been better, but they still made the qualifiers. They had competitiveness, and you know, it's what you get. Fans, like, let me give you a backstory a little bit to when the Jets made the playoffs. Originally, their first playoff experience coming back from Atlanta against Anaheim. They got swept in 4 games. We all know the story. It was really good competitive games. But at the same time, what happened with those games? The Jets learned how to play playoff hockey. The Jets got better at playoff hockey. And what happened the next time the Jets made the playoffs? Well, they went to a Western Conference Final. I think the same type of thing is going to apply with teams like Carolina. I think the same thing is going to apply with teams like the Rangers. I think the teams are going to start getting more experience. Carolina, not so much because they already are good, but teams like the Rangers, teams like even the Islanders, because there's still a mix of youth and stuff like that there. Teams that are even the Canucks, I would really say, are a team like that are really right there, that just need a bit of experience in really intense games. And I feel like they could be big playoff contenders. And a lot of TV analytics and NHL Network people, they don't tell you that stuff. They say, oh, age, experience, and grit, that's what wins you playoff games. That's not the truth anymore. We've seen it with Carolina. We've seen it with Winnipeg. We've seen it with teams that have went very far. We've seen it with Vegas, with teams that were just put together. Like, it is very, very easy to be good in hockey if your team's built properly, you know? And it's young. And I think that that's exactly what the Rangers are doing. Yeah, really true. Have you played the new Madden NFL mobile game yet? No, I haven't. Toronto 4-1, Boston P3 Toronto. Yep, that's true too. I don't know. There's just something about that bothers me. Like, I think that there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to pop off out of nowhere that are this that because analysts don't give them chances. Like, for some reason, there's been this mindset for years that young guys, while they contribute stat points and they help you win games, they don't help in the playoffs. And that is not true anymore. Like, it's not. Yeah, the Leafs were young and they didn't make it. My favorite hockey team is the Winnipeg Jets all the way. Second is the Canucks. But yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just different elements in hockey that I feel like people who know the game and think they understand it, and they do. I'm not saying they're idiots, because they're not stupid people. And I'm not saying I'm smarter than them either. And I'm not saying that people who don't agree with me aren't smart either. I'm just saying that I think we're about to see a major switch in hockey from when youth is actually more wanted than experience, grit, or physicality in the playoffs. I feel like we're just starting to age out, and that this playoffs might be that to show, because we have no idea what's going to happen after these rounds are set. Once we know who's playing in the first round of the playoffs, then we'll be able to know, okay, what are the upsets we can expect? How did this team play in the qualifying rounds? How did this team play in the regular season? These guys haven't played yet. They have, blah, blah, blah. Situations, hyperboles, all these things like that happen with exaggerations on what's going to happen within the media. I think that is going to start to change, where it's going to be a lot of teams that are younger and that are just looking for experience are going to really, really pounce and grow. I think that, at least, end of rant, I guess. But we should be getting back to the second period soon. We got 15 people in here, which is insane, and we're almost at 10 likes, so thank you guys for that. Really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's really been cool. I've streamed the Jets game, and it was fun. It was quiet in the chat, but it was just fun to commentate. And now to have you guys in the chat, it makes it a lot more interesting and more fun in the down times, I guess I should say. Excuse me. All right, well, game should be coming back soon. I'm predicting that Minnesota is going to come out. There's two things that are going to happen here. Canucks are going to come out, and they're going to be a little sluggish, but they're not going to be bad. The passes won't be as crisp, but they'll be competitive. And Minnesota will stay the same, or Minnesota is going to really turn on the Jets, and the Canucks are going to kind of play the way Minnesota played at the end of that last 10 minutes of that period. That's what I definitely think could happen. Thank you, Handroid Games. Appreciate the subscription, my dude. Again, I don't know why it's the little zombie running. I thought I had set all that stuff a long time ago. But anyways, I appreciate the sub, man. It means a lot. Thank you so much. We're 10 subs away from 100, really. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. I set a goal for 300 subs, but I don't think I'm going to hit that, but I just want to see. This hockey stuff has been fun. As someone who streams a lot of video games and has to spend a lot of time just like constantly focusing and playing, this type of stream is so much nicer. Like, I love streaming video games and I love doing but here's where I am. Like, I would much rather stream like this on YouTube and Twitch, like talking and being a just kind of talking about sports and stuff like that, and just being like a hangout stuff, than having to stream a video game. Like, I'd much rather make a video on a video game but stream like talking. Do you think the Lucic-Neal is one-sided? Well, Lucic technically scored 2 goals today in the playoffs for Calgary. I know they waved that other one off, but I don't know. It's weird. I made a video talking about 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years ago now. I have no idea. Talking about Lucic for Eriksson and why I thought that was a good move for the Canucks at the time, and why I thought that was a good move for the Oilers at the time. And then eventually the trade happened with Calgary and Edmonton, and I looked at it in kind of the same way. It just is, they were swapping shit for shit, but it was shit that would work better with in their machine, if that makes any sense, you know? Like, a better analogy, you have the exact same you have the exact same machine, right? The Oilers machine and the Flames machine. You got one cog in each machine that doesn't fit. Lucic and Neal. You switch them, they're still bad cogs, but they fit somehow a little bit better in your system, and everything runs smoother. And that is how I view the Lucic and Neal deal. I think that it was shit for shit, but it was like in the sense that it made sense to me. Like, I get what they were doing. I am, and I appreciate Henrik for the new sub. I appreciate that, man. Alright, we're going to be getting back to this game hopefully soon. Fuck, I hope. It's taking forever. Hey, thank you guys for 10 likes. I appreciate that. New like goal. We'll set it for 20 likes. See if we can break the new likes on the channel. We haven't done that, I don't think, before. We're going to get there soon. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups a little bit. God, this seems like the longest commercial break yet. How do I watch live? If you have cable, like it's on, I think CBC, and I think it's on Sportsnet right now, or one of those channels. But quick shout out, guys. I don't know if this will get me copyright strike 'cause it's technically illegal. But there's a website called sportsurge.net, or Sports Surge, I think it's called. Yeah, Sports Surge. Sports Surge, and it is a very good website for every type of sport. So if you like that, you know, you can watch it there, I guess. You can follow along with the stream and chat with all the fans and stuff like that. Channel 900. What, 90? Intermission is 18 minutes long. I know, it just feels like it's been forever, though. It feels like I've been here for an hour just waiting. I guess I'm just excited. It's fun to finally see the Wild playing well and the Canucks playing well, because I was really disappointed. I actually thought that the Canucks would smoke the Wild in 3-0. I thought they would sweep them. But then I was like, ooh, maybe there'll be competitiveness. And then I liked the Canucks today, but I didn't like the Wild. So it's been weird. I didn't like the Canucks the first game, and I thought the Wild played great. Now I don't like the Wild, but I think the Canucks are playing good. But then the Canucks started to play bad, and the Wild started to play good. Like, hockey's good like that. It's that balance. That's what makes hockey so special. Look at the... Oh, shit. There we go. There are the stats. The Wild are doubled hit Canucks. Yeah, it looks like that, too. They've really been kicking out Pedersen. Like, a lot. Hey, Portland won. How many guys are basketball fans in the chat? Please tell me that puts us close. God damn it. Alright, we're going to be getting back to the game any second now. I am very confident in that. Here we go. They're coming back. We're going to be back probably within a couple minutes. First period highlights. Like I said, I'm the only one that came close to winning the Stanley Cup. Yeah, that's true. You should have won it that. Oh, you should have won it that year, Henrik. That was a beautiful goal. Holy crap. Tanner Pearson. Isn't it funny how the Canucks picked up Tanner Pearson for Eric Goodbranson? Like, that's a... Like, how did that happen? Like, in what world? Like, I still don't get that trade. Tanner Pearson was fucking ass for Penguins. But why? Why Goodbranson? He was just... The only time Benning has ever looked good on a trade. Actually, I can't say that. Oh, what the hell was that trade? With Hunter Shinkaruk when they brought in that guy. Marcus Grunlund. That was a good trade. He played well for them Canucks, even though they were mediocre. But he played well for them. And Shinkaruk did fuck all, so, you know, have to be happy with that. You're going to get close to winning the Cup again soon, Henrik, though. Don't give up hope yet. Yep. I know the pain, man. How do you think I felt watching the Jets just shit-kick Vegas in that first game back in 2018? I was like, well, there's no way. There's no way. It's ours. Washington, Winnipeg, the battle of the W's. It's going to be awesome. And then, nope. I know your pain. Except that I wasn't even for the Cup. That was just to get there, for the chance for the Cup, and it hurt. So I got no idea how you felt. I think that's my biggest fear as a sports fan, is that one day my team's going to make it. Like, the only time I've ever experienced loss in the finals was the Seahawks. I'm a Seahawks fan. Yeah, so yeah, I hurt. But I wasn't a big Seahawks fan at the time, so it was just like, oh. But, like, if I was a Jets fan now with how I am, and they made the finals and lost Game 7, or they lost like Ottawa lost, like, oh, I would cry. I don't care if I submit to say that on the stream. Like, I would be broken. I'd be so upset. You know, I remember when the Canucks lost to the Bruins, and that just broke my fandom of them for years. How could you do it? What's your thoughts on Seattle Kraken? I like the name. I like the color scheme. I despise the logo. It's hideous. Hideous. It literally looks like... I would have designed that in like 5 minutes on Photoshop if someone said like, oh, I'm a Raptors fan for the NBA. Cool. Raptors are my number 2. I was always a Raptors fan as a kid. And then for a weird portion, I was a Grizzlies fan because of the Vancouver Grizzlies, and I was like, fuck that, they left us. And then I became a Portland fan, just mostly because Dame Lillard, Yusuf Nurkic, CJ McCollum, ballers. And honestly, it's a great city that I go down to a lot because it's not that far from on the West Coast for me. It's like 6 hours, 5 hours, whatever, roughly. So it's a nice drive, and usually when America's not a shithole, no offense to Americans, but let's be real. Yeah. But that's cool that you're a Raptors fan, dude. 19 people watching, that's insane. Thank you guys so much for checking out the live. That's just weird to me. Like, I haven't uploaded in 3 months. I do a Jet stream. It's quiet, good viewers, but then you guys are popping off. It's pretty cool. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, if you guys want to drop a like if you're new, if you're just watching, checking out the stream, doing whatever, let me know. Appreciate it. Commercial break in progress. I've been seeing this for the last 20 minutes. It's going to start up in like 8:47. It'll be up by 8:50, I guarantee it. All right, if you guys already haven't dropped a like, please make sure to do so. Why do I say that? Whatever. End racism. No shit. Like, I see that and I cringe so hard. Like, I don't want to get political, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that in 2020, that is being broadcasted as that's a main message in the world. Like, it just, why are people so dumb? That's all I'm gonna say. What's up, Gaza? Gaza 7. Hopefully that's right. Gaza. I don't know how to say your name. GA7A. I'm gonna call it Gaza. That's a cool name if that's what it is. Like I said, not the score. It's 7 power plays. Yeah. The Rangers just choked away that game, dude. Unfortunately. Not even today. Maybe they could have choked away. They choked away their series, but Sebastian Aho happened too, so what are you going to do? Looks like we're just about to get ready. 28 people watching. Thank you guys so much for checking out the stream. If you like the stream, drop a like. I appreciate that. Also, if you like hockey content, drop a subscription. Look at Markstrom putting in the work in the crease. 7 seconds. I've been waiting long enough. Thanks, Sports Surge. Sports Surge took some links, but works. Yeah, it does work. So yeah. And it works for everything, like everything. And it's like 720. It's like 30-second delay, but whatever. That's honestly not even that bad for streaming. You stream off NHL.com, and it's like about 15-second delay sometimes. So what are you gonna do? I live in a pretty nice state. I'm not saying the states is like a shit. I meant like the coronavirus, Donald Trump, racism, Black Lives Matter. The mask, everything is just like, ooh, I don't even want to hear it. That's what I meant by shithole. I'm not getting political, though. I don't want to talk about that stuff. It's just a fun hockey stream, and there's already a fight. No, just a joke, I wish. If you can't score on a power play, you're not going to win a game. 100%. I've been saying that my entire life watching hockey. My dad taught me that when I was a young kid. If you cannot have a successful power play, or penalty kill for that matter, you will never win a game. Ever. Ever. You will be you could have the Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, fucking Mario Lemieux. You could have the best goalie in the world. You could have anybody, and it wouldn't make a difference if you had a horrible power play and a horrible penalty kill, because you'll just get exposed and taken advantage of every time you get you know, and it's just pretty bad. Let's go Wild, you know it. I'm never expecting final loss. Yeah, I've only experienced the Seahawks, but I pray to God I never experience it with the Jets. Like that's one of my biggest fears as a hockey fan and as a sports fan. Like I don't even want to think about it. We're done talking about it. Like I said, you can't score on the power play. You're not going to win. I already read that. Will you make your bed? Absolutely not, Derek. Never make my bed. But thank you for enjoying it. Also, shout out to Call of Duty Zombies. Can you guys even see those posters? I think this is my first stream with... You can't, barely. Okay, whatever. I have a 19-year-old. Go Canucks, go. Yeah, everyone, let's go. Why do the Canucks sit back and try to block shots when they could be more aggressive? I have got no idea. I was watching the same thing. It was the same issue with the Jets game, except that it wasn't them blocking shots. It was shooting shots into crowded areas. And I'm seeing a lot of teams doing this in the qualifying rounds. It's like they're too worried because it's only 3 games to win the series. They shoot everything on net. They shoot every opportunity. And there's been a lot of bad quality, of missed quality shots, a lot of everything with that. Like, I don't know. The Canucks have a good defense that reads a lot of plays that can push the puck really well in the neutral zone. So I don't know why they're playing like that. Guys, there's been a working link, by the way, for Sports Third. I don't think you can post links, and I don't want to post it anyway because if it comes back, because I'm technically illegal. But yeah, I have never either 19 years old. Yeah. But yeah, 27 people watching. If you guys haven't already liked the stream, definitely consider. And also, if you guys like hockey content, I know it's Peg City Hockey and it's all the Jets stuff, but I love hockey and it's just my favorite team, so I wanted to name the channel that. But if you like hockey stuff, definitely consider dropping a subscription. Staylock is a god, dude. Oh, fucking yeah. Staylock is pretty good. Staylock's another underrated player. Like Minnesota, like their goaltending is pretty good. Like really underrated tandem when you think about it. I like them a lot. What's your favorite MLB team? Unfortunately, I am a lifelong Seattle Mariners fan. So yeah, roast me in the chat, boys. I've never experienced a playoff game in my life. Is that true? No, not true. They made it in 2001, right? I don't even remember when they had the record breaker because I was like 1 year old. It doesn't matter. Point is that they suck, but I still love them. The Minnesota Twins. I like the Twins a lot. I love Nelson Cruz. Fucking one of the most underrated bats of all time. The guy's always been swinging it. Yeah, 2000, 2001. Yeah, fucking, my entire life. They've never made it. I used to have to root for the Jays for a while because, when they were good, because it was the first time in my life I'd been able to bandwagon for a baseball team that everyone was cheering for. That was the only time. Dubnyk is good goalie, but he's inconsistent. Staylock is an insane at playing at the puck, and he's a really good goalie all around. Who would be? Yeah, the thing with Dubnyk I find is that he's kind of too flashy, you know? Like, it's weird. Me and my friend had this debate a long time ago about hockey, and he was talking about why he despises Jonathan Quick because he's too flashy. And he thinks that goaltending, because he is a goaltender and he plays the position, he thinks that goaltending, while yes, you can be flashy and make good saves, it's all about being consistent. And I think that is one of the biggest problems with a lot of goalies in the NHL that are really, really just missing that mark of being elite. And I think that, unfortunately, Dubnyk is one of those guys who's not elite, but he's just extremely talented and a very good top 10 goalie, but he's just not elite. And that's because he's just inconsistent. You're totally right there, Firewalker. Definitely agree with you there. And I definitely do like Staylock overall. And I also, I don't know, the way that I like a goalie who can like incorporate himself into a rush. So playmaking goaltenders that can use their sticks and make passes and play behind the boards, that's very important. Now, again, what I don't like so far, Minnesota has kind of come on and have been lazy. They just turned it over again in the neutral zone. Very slow turnover by JT Miller, but there could be a goal right here. And it is a goal right here by JT Miller with a beautiful wrist. Wow. JT Miller just walked that in. Like, I was like, well, he's going really slow there, but he walked that puck in beautifully and put it top right corner with Pettersson setting up a beautiful screen in front of Staylock. So 2-1 Vancouver. 3 minutes into the game, into the second period. Great goal there. That was a great shot by, great shot there. Look at that. Perfect deke around him, waited, hold it. That was a perfect hockey play. He held that puck perfectly. Ooh, that was dirty. That was dirty. Great goal. And again, Minnesota, I said it, caught sleeping in the neutral zone. How many times do I have to say that today, boys? I was right all along. I said the Jets were going to lose if they keep doing this. They lose. What happens now? Minnesota. Same thing. They've got to have pressure in the neutral zone. The Canucks are moving the puck way too smoothly and making way too many breakoffs. Can you live stream the game? I wish I could, but it'll get a copyright strike, and my channel could get taken down, and I've just started this, so I'd really like not to hang it up real quickly. So I have to do it like this. I have it kind of just keeping as up-to-date as possible. I got the second right here. I'll keep it like this so we have the second. The plays will come in here. Like, you'll be able to see it on the screen, but this is the best I can. Vancouver back in the league. Exactly, guys. Great goal there by Vancouver. And again, Minnesota is playing flat-footed in the neutral zone and their own end. I think the Wild do make a comeback, though. Because they're playing smart. They're just playing lazy, if I had to say anything. They're not tight enough. Like right now, again, another... Oh, my God. That's the third time in a row that the Minnesota Wild have let the Canucks just ease through the neutral zone into their own end with a perfect 3-on-2. The centers are not backtracking and giving them any help at all. The Sens will battle for a wildcard spot in 2 years. I think they could battle for a spot next year. I really like the Sens' young roster. Another team I think that could be really, really come out of nowhere with the type of players they have. They just have to click right, and we have to wait and see how that works. That's really all it is with young teams. Do they mesh? Do they don't? That's the big thing about hockey. You know, other sports, young players, they just fade or they don't fade. But in hockey, it's all about meshing with what exists. And that's big. Why do you think Ryan Donato fits better here? Why do you think Kevin Fiala fits here, you know? Miller is hurt. Let me see right here. You're right, he is hurt, but I don't think it's a long-term thing. No, right off of his shin, outside of his shin, above his knee. I wish I could show it, but I think he'll be probably back in a bit. He probably just really bad bruising. He's on the bench. He's getting taken a look. Is it intermission? No, it is not intermission. I just can't show the game before I get it. I'll get a copyright strike, and I will get so like that. So I have the game center from NHL.com. It keeps updating with stuff like that, and you guys can kind of see it up to date as it updates as I talk over it and stuff like that. But it's the best that I can do. This is kind of just more of like a hangout place for you guys. Come talk with fans, just talk with me while the game's on. If you're just by yourself, whatever, like I'm watching. But yeah, just your own type of thing. Just have fun with it, I guess. That's how I like to view it. That's why I started it. I don't know. I just wanted to have some fun with it. Also, guys, if you haven't subscribed, definitely consider doing so if you like hockey content, because that would mean the world to me. If we could get to 100 subs today, that would be crazy, because I'm pretty sure it's like a 20 sub gain for me on a channel where I just kind of started posting again, which would be awesome. I want to turn this into something where I can just have it as like a fun thing. I don't have a channel where I can just casually stream hockey and talk sports, and I'd love to do that. I agree on Minnesota's 2 power way to keep them puck and we're wasted 2 powers. Yeah. You should get traded, Henrik. You're not appreciated enough. You should have started today's game. It wasn't your fault that they lost the other ones. It wasn't. Your team shit the bed. Always. I want to thank Firewalker2865 for that subscription. I got injured at work. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Is it okay? In Europe, it's not on TV, but Game 1 was on. If you need to watch it, Nathan, I guess your name is. That's cool. There's a website called sportsurge.net where you can watch any hockey game whenever you want, all around the world, I'm pretty sure, I hope, at least. So if that works for you, you can try that and watch that. It's called Sports Surge, like Energy Surge, stuff like that. So if that's what you want to watch, that's okay. We can go and check that out. Also, guys, we're 13 likes. Thank you so much. If we can get to 20, that'd be really cool. I'd appreciate that. Also, we can get to 100 subscribers. That'd be pretty awesome. But Vikings fan, how'd you get injured at work? Rangers fans are probably blaming me right now for those losers. The Rangers are a good team with a fucking 2 amazing goaltenders. One is a Hall of Famer, and the other one's probably has the potential to be one. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just what you should do. Like, I don't know. Like, how could you hate that? How could you hate a man who's literally given you cup runs and everything, and then the teams in front of him shit the bed? I don't get that about the Rangers fan base. That's what I hate about them the most, I think, actually, is that they don't like Henrik and they blame Henrik for losses. How could you do that? How could you say the one person who's made you relevant is the problem? You know? You guys always lacked firepower with Henrik, and then you got it and you still couldn't win. No problem, Nathan. I really hope the Wild can pull this one out. We need this to win to have an edge in the series. Yeah, I agree with you, man. This is an important game. I actually thought this was Game 3, and I thought it was a 1-1. I did not realize this is Game 2. I didn't realize they had a 2-day break. Whose jersey are you wearing? I see a Canucks jersey. It's just a blank. I actually bought this for like less than $20 on Sports Check. They had a clearance sale, and I picked it up. It is a Fanatics, but it's really nice. It fits comfy as hell. Super light. Like, I don't mind the Fanatics jerseys. Yeah, they look a little bit cheaper, but they feel comfy as hell. So, like, for a secondary jersey, like for like a fat team you don't really like that much, I always get them. I'm not a big fan, but hey, I appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it, Gaza. That's true. The Rangers fans are toxic. Look at that stat. 20th pick, 23rd pick. They're comparing Joel Eriksson-Ek to Brock Besser. Joel Eriksson-Ek's got 66 points, and he was picked 20. Like, what the fuck? I think they're just trying to show how they could have, the Wild could have picked Besser. Yeah, Packers fans can be toxic. But that's the weird thing about sports, is that it's the fan base that's toxic, not a team. Not even team culture that's toxic. Well, unless it's like bad locker room stuff, but I'm not talking about that. Connor Hellebuck for Vezina. Yeah, he totally deserves to win it this year, and it's not even just because... I'm surprised he didn't get a Hart nomination, really. He carried the Winnipeg Jets this year. Like, carried them. Hardcore. Let's go Vikings. Hell yeah. Let's go Seahawks, baby. Seahawks going to win the Super Bowl this year. I don't care what anybody says. They are a legit threat. They're way better than San Fran. Way better. Way better. People are laughing at, oh, you Seahawks. Look, I don't get it. I actually don't. Like, San Fran fans make me genuinely upset. Like, how could you think you're better? Like, if not, we're the same. But you're not better than a defense that could easily add Davian Clowney and be better than the original Legion of Boom. Like, no way. Get that out of here. That's the problem with sports fans, especially in football. I never feel like I can have a one-on-one with a football fan of a team, like, in a division rival. Like, they just are fucking... Release the Karens. That's funny. Carolina scored 4 goals on me. Yeah, on me. Yeah, but your team is horrible for defense, man. Like, no offense. Jacob Trouba's ass. I know. I'm a Jets fan. I know what he did. He cost us last year's playoffs. He's horrible. Like, Jacob Trouba is not good. Can you show the game, please? I wish I could, Nick, but I can't. It's a copyright strike. The best I can do is just the updated kind of ice thing here on the Game Center, so I apologize, but I can talk about the game, though. I'm a little getting off topic because I'm talking to chat so much, but I'll talk more about the game. Was on top of the island of tables while stacking tables. Oh, that's too bad, man. Hope you feel better, though. Hope you feel better, Vikings fan. Let's get back to this game. 2-1, 13 shots for Minnesota, 12 shots for Vancouver. 11 minutes left, and so far it's kind of been a really back-and-forth period. Tanner Pearson did have that wicked goal, but there have been stuff from... there's been good opportunity from Minnesota. I lost my train of thought. Copyright. I wish I could. Trust me, boys, if I could have the stream in full screen with me in that top corner, I would have it. I'd have it for a lot more. I'd do it a lot more, too. I do it with football. I do it with basketball. I do it with everything if I could do that. But I can't. And it's stupid. I hate it. I really do. Because I don't want to broadcast it so that people watch the game. Like, it's weird. I get it. Like, I get what the issues are, but at the same time, I hate it, you know? I would love to be able to broadcast and, like, talk over stuff. I have to help with my dad heavy lifting things on Saturday, Friday, so no work tomorrow. Nice. Let's go 3-1. Hey, I was literally reading that chat when I saw that. Beauty goal. Besser with a beautiful shot. There we go. That's what we like to see. Right place, right time, perfect put away. Again, lazy defense. Lazy defense by Minnesota. Preventable goals. The only goal that hasn't been prevented, I really want to get traded to Pittsburgh. Firewalker, I wouldn't panic yet. If they get Minnesota needs to respond with not a goal, but with some physical play and some actual defense. You're not playing defense, dude, right now. I feel so bad for Minnesota. I'm sorry, Minnesota fans. As a Jets fan today, I know your pain. I went through it earlier. It's going to be one of those games for you, trust me. You're just not playing D. I watched this exact same game at 3 o'clock, earlier today. I watched the same game. No defense. Light pressure. Not enough pressure where it needs to be applied. Easy. Oh, that's a bad trip. He fell. Weak call. That was weak. That was a bad penalty. That was weak. Dude, I know your pain, man. I trust me. I'm a Portland fan in basketball. I don't know if you probably watch a little bit of basketball, but up until last year, it fucking sucked. Got swept like 4 years in a row. And on top of it, it's not like they've been good before that and made it far. I do not want to play with Pittsburgh. I win the Stanley Cup. I also want to play... Yeah, that'd be cool. Fuck, you imagine Sidney Crosby playing with... Oh, that'd be dope. I would love that. That was a weak call, though, on Tanev with that trip. See, Firewalker, this is your chance right now to Minnesota fans. If you guys really want a chance back in this game, it's 3-1 with 10 minutes left in the second. Easy comeback game you can do, but you got to get one here. Make it easy for yourself. You were given a gift by the refs. This wasn't a penalty, so score on it and make yourself even. But the Canucks also can really show Minnesota that they're better defensively, and they already are. Great defensive play there in front of the net. I can't tell who that was. Edler with a great read. Where did that go? Oh my god. Well, you're a Knicks fan. I'm so sorry. Honestly, they'll probably just throw the puck away like the other two power plays, but hopefully this one's different. Well, they're putting on good pressure now with a minute left, and except they're going to turn it over right here. Oh, no, they kept it. Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck you, Myers. John Torts was a bum. Yeah. I like Tortorella, though. I think he's a good coach. He can work really well with some teams. I think in Columbus, it's a great example. I guess that's true. Ooh, big opportunity there in front of the net. Deflected right. How much time? So they got 30 seconds left, and they haven't put up a really good opportunity yet. And a couple missed opportunities. Come on. Feed it back to Eriksson Ek. What are you doing? Ugh. Bad power play. Minnesota, what are you... Walk it in. Great save by Markstrom. I think Vancouver could make it to the second round. And maybe get past it. It depends who they play. Who would they be playing again? I don't even know yet. It depends on who they're winning. I think they could. I have a feeling this one's a lost cause. I think the power play is a lost cause, but I don't think your game is. Minnesota, Firewalker, look, hear me out, okay? Minnesota fans watching the stream right now, they have hope. You have a lot of hope. Minnesota is playing good offensive hockey. They're a little slow with the power play, but they're playing good offensive hockey. That being said, their defense in the neutral zone is not to be seen anywhere. They're not covering any breakout passes, and the Canucks are dominating the center ice. With that being said, I still think that there's a chance they come back just off the offensive side alone. Right here's a really good opportunity. They could come back right here. Good pressure. And they lost it. Nucks for life, you know it. I love the Nucks, man. Oh, Roussel, you little... Ooh, I thought he was going to fight him. What's the score? The score is 3-1 Vancouver with 8 minutes and 22 seconds left. Here are the stats if you're curious for the game. No team has scored on the power play. Quite a lot of penalties, actually, when you take a look at it. Vancouver's dominating in the faceoff department. Vancouver's dominating the block shots. And they're getting hit to shit. So there you go. Are you from Vancouver? I am, yes. I'm an old Vancouver boy. In the second period, yeah. Thank you for mentioning that as well. It is in the second period. Honestly, I can't wait for next season because we're going to be an insane player from what I've been reading on him. Yeah. That's very true. Fiala coming out of nowhere. Like, no offense, I thought the Minnesota Wild were complete idiots for doing that trade. Like, I thought that was a big sign of rebuilding, and not a lot of faith in management at the time. But worked out well for you guys. Who would have thought Kevin Fiala was going to be a breakout 30-goal scorer? I didn't. How many points does Kevin Fiala? How many do you spell his name? Kevin Fiala. Yeah, look at that. 54 points. Who the fucking thought that? I wouldn't. Not a year ago. No way you can get me to say anything like that. Also, guys, thanks for 15 likes. 5 likes away from the like goal. I appreciate all that. Hey, bud, can you list the name of goal scorers tonight so far and the 3-1 for each team? Absolutely. In the first period, goal scorers Tanner Pearson, assisted from Bo Horvat. Luke Cunnin in the first period from Zach Parise and Ryan Sutter. In the second period, JT Miller unassisted. And Brock Besser, assisted from Edler and Pedersen. Yeah, it really was a solid pickup, and it just pisses me off as a Jets fan because now it's like another Central team gave up a good player that wasn't working for them to another Central team who is working for them. So now the Jets have to go up still against a player who's better now in the same division. Great. But you can't complain a team for finding good talent. I always respect GMs that go out and find busts, and people who give up on talent and stuff like that. I think it's very interesting. If you look at a lot of players in hockey, you can really build good teams out of just, throwaway players. Look at Vegas. I think Seattle is going to be a fucking banger team next year, just off of the scraps they'll be given. I don't think they'll have near as much privilege as Vegas did, but I still think they'll be a good team because of the type of talent in the league and how you can assemble hockey to really work for you. No problem, Jacob. Thanks for checking out the stream. Also, guys, like I said, if you're new to the stream, definitely consider dropping a subscription. If you're new to the channel and you like hockey content, I'm going to be constantly posting a lot more content. I don't like to cover like hypothetical stuff and like articles because like I find a lot of that like hypothetical stuff is boring, but a lot of the story stuff is interesting. So I just like to cover videos and do hockey stuff and news sports stuff that relates to me. But if that's what you like, let me know. Dude, you know it. Who replaced Toffoli? Jake Virtanen. Jake Virtanen replaced Toffoli. I think on the fourth line. I think Virtanen's playing. Also, Eriksson's in, so it might have been Eriksson. All I know is that Eriksson and Virtanen are in, so those could be one of your replacements, Jeff. I'm not exactly sure who it was. I don't know who replaced who in that sense, but I don't know the lines right now. I'll probably find that out, though, real quick. Shotgun Jake, yeah. I know what you mean, man. Big hit. Who do you think Seattle will grab from Winnipeg? It really depends. I'm hoping... This kills me to say. I'm hoping it's Brian Little. But I'm also... Oh, fucking yeah, they did. And they had a rough game today. Winnipeg, 100%. 100%. What are your thoughts on Seattle Kraken? I think that it makes a lot of sense. Hear me out, Canucks fans. I love Markstrom just as much as you do, and I think he's a really good talent. I think he's grown with the team and is a really good goaltender. Don't sign him for $5 million. He's not worth it. Let him go. Make a trade with the Kraken. Say, take some shit player and just take Markstrom. We're going to lose him anyway. We'll trade you his rights and you can sign him. That would work so well for the Canucks. Then they could go out and they could sign players that could really make a difference. I think that their goaltending, I think Demko can take the reins. And then I think you go out and get a decent backup. Laurent Brossoit is a free agent. He's had a bad year this year, but good year the other year. There's backups everywhere where you can get. 6-2 was the final today. Yeah, it was. But to answer your question, the man, again, I think it will be Brian Little, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Matthew Perreault. There's a good chance it could be Perreault. I think he'll have 1 year left on his deal, and he's at $4 million, and that might just not be what they want to be paying for Matthew Perreault. It really depends. And they also could make a trade and lose nobody, and it could be like a Chris Thorburn guy again. Like we have no idea. It's just going to all depend on, what's available and who they expose. I'm hoping, though, it's someone who, will make a difference in the team cap so we can go out and make, changes to help the core, but it all depends. I think that was a great trade. It aged horribly because of the coronavirus, and now Fleury's healthy. But in hindsight, why wouldn't you want to have two amazing goaltenders and another goal? Oh my God, what a rob! Stalock just robbed whoever that was. Jake Virtanen is actually a good player. I think that he doesn't need a fresh start. I've always hated Jake Virtanen, but he's developing nicely now, and I think that he could really work well with the Canucks. Unfortunately, he just needs to work well. You need to get that. You need to find the balance. Again, it's all about finding the right balance in hockey. When a player fits and when it doesn't. I think that he can fit still. But we have to wait and see. The Rangers are out. Yes, they are. It's too bad, but it's okay. They deserve to be out. They didn't play good enough. Sorry, Lundqvist. It's true, but You guys just didn't deserve it. You guys got outplayed. And let's be real, like the Carolina Hurricanes are a very good team. So like it's not like you got beat by some shit team. Like that's a good team to lose to. So hold your head up high. You fought. Yeah, you got swept, but who cares? I still think they have a good future. I don't like Trouba, and I think it's a bad contract, but I still think that they have good young pieces. A lot of people do. It's weird to think how the Rangers have done a really good rebuild in like 2 years, really, when you think about it. But Chicago's been pretty good too. I like Chicago's rebuild. It's weird, but I think it works well. I don't know. There's weird rebuilds like that. They're like these half ones they don't commit to, but they somehow work. It's weird. Like, a lot of people are like, tank, tank, tank. And I get that. When a team's bad, just tank and build. But you can do it slowly, and it'll work. I don't know. It's weird. It was dumb on Chicago's part. Malcolm Subban isn't very good. He doesn't have the starting potential. Ron Leonard has been a starter in the past and has started potential right now. It's true, but Chicago is banking on Corey Crawford still. It's their golden goose, baby. They're never going to let him go. I love Josh Ho-Sang. I actually really want Winnipeg to trade for Josh Ho-Sang or to pick him up on wires, to do anything with him. Because why the hell would you not want to take a really good young potential player and give him an opportunity? And especially when you have Logan Shaw and Gabriel Bourque on your roster. But whatever. I'm just a what do they call you again? Desk GMs or chair GMs or what the fuck they call us. But it's true. Like, I feel like a lot of people can make better decisions. And that's the thing. If it doesn't work, waive him. What are you wasting? Like, I don't get it. There's a lot of, like, unspoken rules in hockey. Like, oh, you don't claim this guy. You don't claim this. You don't send out an RFA a contract. Like, I don't get it. Break the rules. Be competitive. That's what the rules are for. They're there. Look at this goal. I mean, you can't miss. Like, Besser had that, and he was robbed by Dumba. Robbed him on the goal line. Wild will score 1 goal this period. I'm calling it. There's 5 minutes left, and I think they'll get it. Almost 6. I think they'll get a goal. They really could. They really could, Jeff. I agree with you there, man. I wouldn't be surprised to see Carolina make another run at the Eastern Conference Final. I would not be surprised. Hell, they can make the final out of the East. They're a good team. They're a really good team. And you just don't know. Like, yeah, it's unlikely because only they're better teams, but they're competitive and they can fight and they can win. So why not give them a chance to make it? I think that's what makes hockey special. Broken stick. I've always wanted to get a broken stick when I was a kid. Like, I thought it was the coolest thing. Like, oh, broken stick. I don't know. I think some guy got one when I was a kid, and that's why I wanted that. As a goaltender myself, I love Stalock's play style. I like to play like he is. I love to play the puck. Yeah, my friend likes to play the puck too. I love goalies that play the puck with confidence. It's such a refreshing thing to see. All right, cool. All right, sure thing, Vikings fan. See you in a bit. Right on a power play too. Oh shit! Canucks are gonna score. 3-on-2. Oh, he just ripped it wide. That looked like it. That had potential to be a dangerous play. And Markstrom coming out to play the puck like that is unusual. I feel like the Canucks right now are really trying to put up the tempo, and they're really trying to bury him. Yeah, they're really going to bury these guys. Except Mike Smith. Yeah. Good shot on net. Stalock with the glove. Susie. Weird name. I forgot Foligno was on that team. The bad Foligno. This has been crazy. This is not what I thought I'd be doing today. Live streaming. I was like, I might do the Jets game for fun, see what happens. But I didn't think I'd do the Canucks game. But this has been super fun. I might start watching more Canucks games. Nice to have people in here. Again, I think that Minnesota does pull out a goal. They already scored a shorty. Why not get another one? Canucks have been pushing too much. I noticed that. They're very high tempo right now. So they could easily be too greedy. What are your guys' thoughts so far on how the game's going? Do you guys think that Minnesota can make a comeback? They've been playing decent, but I don't know. Please, mini score. I know what you mean, man. I think they can get one. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, he didn't get the break. And he couldn't hold it. Eriksson Ek, too bad. He was on for too long, but he couldn't get the shot on. Good opportunity. Very good opportunity there. Go Canucks. Yes, that's fun. I think the Canucks have a good chance. I think Minnesota's got a good chance. This has been a very entertaining game. The only thing is that it's 3-1, so it's hard to say it's entertaining. Like they got a chance, but I don't think they're being outplayed. I just think that the Canucks have better offensive ability. Can I listen to the audio for the stream? I don't think so. Who are you cheering for when the Jets get eliminated? When the Jets get eliminated, the man? When? How about never? I know you're a Flames fan, but I'll fight you. I don't care. Needs next goal or a long night. Yeah. If Minnesota doesn't score again, I think they're going to put it in. I mean, again, if they don't get another goal here, I think that they're going to call it. Like, if their players will just be like, shit, we're fucked. Thank God it's only 1-1 for them, though. Like, they can still make a series out of this. It's not too late. They got lucky with their play times. And that was almost a goal, too, but deflected right out. Close again. Second favorite Canadian team, the Vancouver Canucks. First favorite team, the Winnipeg Jets. Third favorite is probably the Montreal Canadiens. Then the Ottawa Senators. I don't know. Thanks for streaming also. Hey, no worries, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I noticed that no one was really going to stream the evening game tonight, and I'm on the West Coast, so it's not that late for me. So I'm like, I'll stream it. So far, I'm happy. If we can hit 100 subs, those guys, that'd be insane. As you can see right there, sub goal, we got 91. 300 is the goal for the end of the month. We got 25 days. I thought mine, well, whatever. But if we get to 100 subs today, that would be pretty awesome. So if you guys would consider subscribing for more game day breakdowns, post different types of content, that type of stuff, I'd really appreciate it. This is a new thing I'm trying to start up, so I'd really appreciate any support. And you guys have all been killing it. 25 people in the chat, 16 likes. I really appreciate all the support, guys. It means the world. Holy shit, that was a really dangerous play. Hey, I appreciate that, Kelly. Again, an interesting game because I don't know what to think of it. Canucks haven't dominated, in my opinion, even though they're up 3-1. It's a dominating score, but not a dominating effort. Well, why not? When you got a great commentator like me, you know, I'm the best person ever, so of course I'm going to keep you guys here. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm humble. Don't worry. I don't have an ego. I've never understood that about YouTube. How the fuck can you get an ego from YouTube? Well, I got 10,000 people watching me. I must be famous. Like, yeah, that's insane to have that many people watching your content, and I'm grateful for it if I ever have that. But I'm not going to, like, fucking think I'm above anybody. I want to talk to people the way I talk to people in real life, like the friendly people. You know, that's how I live my life. I just like to be friendly and talk to people. Like, I got nothing against anybody. I just want to talk and be nice. I'll quite quiet. I'll talk. I'll do whatever. That's what I like to do. I'm an Oilers fan, but yeah, I see how it gets getting tired of bad beds. Yeah, go Flames, go. Go Jets, go. Oh, come on, we'll go. We'll go at it, the man. What a weird game. Go wow. You think the Yotes will win it all? Like the whole thing, Charles? I don't think the Yotes can win it all. I think if I had to really give my hard estimate on what I see the Coyotes doing in this year's playoffs, I see them beating Nashville. Even though they lost 4-2 today, I do think that they will beat Nashville. I think Arizona can competitively play to the second round. I think the second round, and then maybe they could do the third if they got lucky, but it all depends on how well the offense clicks. They need to score heavily. And if they can do that, I think they can really do well. And they can score, but they just got to get everything clicking correctly. So with all that in comparison, with all of that, that's what I think about the Yotes. I think that they have a good chance to play well and get good experience, but I don't think this is the year. And that's not a bad thing. I was talking about this earlier. Coyotes, the Canucks, teams like, I would even, not Calgary really, even though we don't have that much experience, but teams like Carolina, even like the Rangers today, even Florida. Young teams get experience in the playoffs, and they get to grow with that. And that is huge in hockey and huge in sports. To be able to give your guys an experience of what the playoffs is like when you don't really have hopes and like expectations, that's big. And a lot of teams this year don't have expectations. And that's why I think this year's play-in rounds is going to be huge for the development of a lot of teams moving forward. They now have playoff experience, and they can go into next season, hopefully a full season, and fight. And I think that's what makes everything else so interesting about that. So because of that, I do think that there's a good chance the Yotes. Well, they were down 4-0 in the third today. That's true. They were. And they came. But they 4-2. I still think that they have a chance. They just need to score. I really think that's what it comes down to. If they can score, they can do well. And if they don't go that far, it's not the end of the world, in my opinion, Charles, because you guys have had really good development. And that's all that matters, right? Like, yeah, you can't win it this year, but if you can't win it this year, at least get better. And I think that that's what you guys are going to do for sure. And you have already, so props to the Arizona. Also, it sucks about Chaika leaving. I actually really liked him as a manager. Since you started watching hockey. Oh, what time is it? I'm probably not going to be able to live stream any. I actually need to see what games are tomorrow before I can make any promises about live streaming tomorrow. I am doing a hike tomorrow with my girlfriend, so not going to be like home for the early ones. It'll be like in the afternoon, so I might not be able to do that game, but I want to do as many as I can when I have the ability to. So let's go to tomorrow. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do the Islander Panther game. I won't be able to do the Yotes game. I will probably cover Pittsburgh, Montreal, Chicago, Edmonton, and that's about it. If that. If not, I will be covering the Jets and the Wild on the Thursday for sure. But I just have to really wait and see how it's going to be going, Charles. It just depends on my schedule right now. Like, for me to do these streams, I have to be full the whole game because I don't want to just... where do you think Taylor Hall will land this offseason? I think he stays in Arizona. I think Taylor Hall, especially if they do well this year, I really think that he stays in Arizona. Why not? They've got cap to sign him. Like, if anything, Hall should be like... I think so. I think there's a good chance he stays, Charles. I really do. And honestly, I don't even complain with that. End of the period, by the way. Minnesota does not get a goal. Didn't really cover that, but it doesn't really matter. We'll see what happens. Here are the stats also. 120 shot, pretty even. What are the hits? Yeah, the Wild are just killing the Canucks in the hits. Look at that, 28-10. Excuse me. But yeah, I appreciate the subscription, Charles. Ugh. All right, let's get the chat going. Guys, since it's intermission right now, ask me any questions about hockey. I'll love to answer them. If you have had any questions, I'll go one at a time, and I'll go through them all. I'm going to keep headed out right now. I'm very tired. Awesome stream. Keep up the awesome content. Hey, I appreciate that, Firewalk. I really do. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream today, man. I really enjoyed having you out here. But yeah, anyone, 28-3, not 20-10, if you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I do. I do. 28-3. Ugh. Oh. Because of that statement alone, Ravens, anything can happen in sports. That really shows, especially in football. Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely on Thursday. I'll definitely do my best to live stream if I can. I might even do it from my phone. Like, I can be anywhere and do it. That's the nice thing about this too. Like, I can talk and I can even just have a live stream a black screen and just chat to you guys like that, and it would be fine. But yeah, hopefully the Wild can come back and get a win for you. They're on the power play starting the third period, which is going to be big. Hopefully they can get it. They're just going to have to actually play good offense though for once. That's the big issue right now, right? Yeah, you too, dude. You too. Appreciate it, man. Let's see, what's on anything new on Twitter right now about hockey news? Okay, Tuxie, are you a CFL fan? Your CFL team is like my NHL team. I What do you mean by that, actually? Thank God. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Yeah, good night, dude. My favorite CFL team is the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Honestly, because they have a nice fan base, like actual fans, and on the West Coast. If Vancouver scores one more time, it's over. I would not be surprised if they score within the first 5 minutes, and then the game's done. No way. Would be very, very big if that's the case. But I also, what I was saying about the CFL is that I like having a fan base, and no one gives a shit about where I live, at least a month, and like about the Alliance. They're always dead games, so I root for a team where I can watch a full stadium and it's fun and loud, and I don't know, it's more fun that way, I find. Besides, CFL is just CFL. It's not like it's great football anyway. It's probably just a little bit worse than college. So, Blue Bombers are a great rival with the Riders, but they never win the Grey Cup. It seems like that's true, but they just did win the Grey Cup. We just won the Grey Cup now. Last season we won it. First Grey Cup in my life, I think. That I witnessed, at least. They've been to the Grey Cup. They hadn't won, but first one I'd witnessed. Finally nice to celebrate a championship. I was so worried they were going to lose, too, because like, my whole family was like betting money on it. They were like going crazy. Going like, oh my god, if Winnipeg's finally going to win. I was like, you don't know that. Alright, what is it? Jonas Brodin talking about? Whatever, I don't care. It's weird seeing the players talking like this. I wonder if they like it better, just going into the room. Yeah, hey, yeah, it's good. Yep, and they leave, like not talking to anybody. I think I would rather do that. You never know, man. If the Yotes win the Stanley Cup this year, I would be so happy because it's just something so different and random, and I love that about hockey. The randomness is what makes me so happy because you never know. You never know. Hockey's one of the most random sports in the world. It's just catching a team on the right time. And also, you can have, like, the most bum squad in the world catch fire. Like, it's, like, Cinderella stories happen like that in hockey all the time. Not in a lot of other sports, though. Guys, we're almost at 20 likes, which was our like goal. And also, we got 28 people watching. So, if you are new to the channel and you want to help get us to our subscriber goal, as you can see, which is trying to get to 300. But if we can get to 100 today, that'd be insane. I'd really appreciate that. But, yeah, any support, guys, just means the world to me. Thank you so much. We're waiting for a commercial break right now, so anyone can ask me questions. I think this is it's been a weird game. Like, I've been saying a lot. This has been a weird game. Like, there's a lot where it's like, I don't know, just it doesn't make sense to me, really. You know, like, Montreal's the underdog team this year. That is very true, but I think Pittsburgh is a little bit overhyped. No offense to Pittsburgh fans. It's just, there's something about Pittsburgh that they're too old and they're missing something. They're not bad, but they're missing something from being elite still because they're getting older. And because until they fix that and find what that hole is, they're not going to be the same team they were that won those back-to-back cups. So I think that Montreal can win. Also, Carey Price is a beast. Carey Price can carry him. I believe in Carey. So let's see what happens with that one, the man. I think that we could have possibly a big upset in the East with that series for sure. Also, do you guys see that Belarus or whatever that was, that explosion? I didn't want to talk about politics, but it's just world news. That thing was like fucked. That looked like a Call of Duty mission. Like, can you imagine if that warehouse was a little bit closer to those high rises? Holy shit! Like, that's scary stuff. Like screw a virus that's in the air. That was huge, and it wasn't even a terrorist attack. It was just a massive explosion, a massive accident. Like, is it Lebanon? I thought it was Belarus. Maybe Lebanon's the country. No, it was Beirut. Beirut, not Belarus. Beirut. My bad, guys. My mistake. But it was still insane. It was crazy, that explosion. I'd never seen anything like that. It looked like that clip from SpongeBob where, like, the nuke goes off underwater. Like, every once in a while, there's a big explosion in Bikini Bottom. I remember that when I was a kid. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. It was just so weird. I couldn't believe that's what I woke up to seeing on the news. I was like, what the hell? I thought it was a nuke that went off. Or like a Moab or something military, but not just that. Beirut, yeah. Just crazy to see that type of stuff happen, man. And apparently now they're saying it was like unchecked, like chemicals that's been there for 6 years or something like that. They've just been lying there by the government for 6 years unchecked, and that's fucked. Like, imagine that, man. Like those, like the shockwave too, knocked those people over, man. The cars, it looks insane. Beirut, yeah. That's even how you pronounce it. I'm not good with a lot of the cities. Oh, I wonder what the Leafs are going to do. I think they're going to come back. I think they're going to win the series. Like, what? Do you think the Jets are going to come back? Like, it's an interesting spot. Everything, all the plans are in an interesting spot right now. Like, we had no idea. Like, it's 6-2. But I don't know. I don't think the Jets are out. I think everyone writes them out. I still think that they have a chance. I think the Canucks have. I think Minnesota has a chance. There are a lot of good teams. They're just like it's just 3 games is too close of a series to think it's written like that. Like, if they're already bad usually in the media where it's like, oh, game 1, the series is over, it's a sweep. I get that. Whatever. It's just the media being the media, but it's different. I'm gonna. Excuse me. Well, we're going to wait for the second period to kick back up soon, and then we'll be good to go to keep going with the watching and everything. Alright. Also, thank you guys for 18 likes. Appreciate that. What are we at for, like, the views and stuff? I wonder. 730 playbacks. Cool. I watched the second period end. Yeah, I was watching it too. What are your thoughts on it then, Thomas? What do you think? I think that Minnesota can make a comeback still. They've been playing lazy in the neutral zone and lazy defense, but the offense has been there. They've been putting up good pressure. I think that they have a chance. They're right in it with the Canucks. Like, the Canucks have just had really good scoring opportunities, and the Wild haven't. That's been the only difference, like with the attempts. It's just been quality of shots. It's been the game changer here, I think. So I think that there's a good chance the Wild can at least put a goal on, make it 3-2 within the first 6 minutes of the period. But then at the same time, if the Canucks come out feeling the same way they did at the start of that first and second, they can easily come out and add another 2 goals and make it over. Even 1 goal makes it over, I think. So we're just going to have to wait and see. We don't know what's going to happen yet. It's very, very all up in air. So I like the play, though. This has been one of those games where it's actually been competitive, even though it's 3-1. Like, I feel like Minnesota could have easily had a couple of bounces. Yeah, really much agree. You know, it's just the defense and pressure isn't there. The Canucks are really clicking. Offensively, they're making great passes, and the Wilders are letting them go right through them in the neutral zone. And that's a big deal. But that's good on the Canucks for not dumping chasing every play and making good, clean passes and trying to get through the neutral zone cleanly. Like, the Jets game, it was across center ice, and they just pounded it in. I'm like, what the fuck? You can't skate that fast. With all the injuries, the Jets needs an airlift. They do. Dude, the Jets are going to become the Manitoba Moose for game 4. It's going to be so bad. At least I'm hoping, because it's Thursday the next game, so we got 2 days, that there might be enough time to rest. Maybe Laine will be back. Maybe Appleton will be back. Maybe even Perreault will be back. Don't know. Gotta hope that Perreault's injury is just bruising and nothing worse. We're going to have to wait and see. What a beautiful shot there. Oof. I think I have no idea how long it's been intermission. I'm assuming it's going to be quite soon, hopefully. But we're going to have to wait and see. It was nice earlier, though, because when during intermission with the Jets game, I could just watch whatever I want. I hate these late night games. It's already, 9:40 and it just started in the third. Like, fucking end. Well, you streaming the next Jets game? It's on Thursday. If everything works out properly in my day and my schedule, and I would love to stream the Jets game and the Canucks game. They play both games at night. That's what I would love to do. Yeah, I know what you mean. I usually watch a lot of games on my phone at my girlfriend's house, and they can be a pain sometimes. I'd rather just watch the end of the game and have a score. But I know what you mean there, Thomas. But you can always come here and just hang out. And also, if you have a computer, there's a website called Sports Surge that's really good. I love Quinn Hughes. I love that kid. He's so good. He's everything I want in a defenseman. Like, he's my favorite type of defenseman in the league. Plays defense, knows how to hit, skates like it just glides. Like, perfect amount of type of skating. Offensively gifted, and a good overall team player. You can't beat that. On a rookie deal for 2 more years they have him at that. At $950,000 or whatever. Not even $1 million. Just ridiculous. Quinn Hughes should be making like $7 million already, $8 million. Like, he's a full player, like complete player, in a rookie year. Great player. I think he's one of the best rookies we've seen in a while. Way better than Cal McCarr. Way better than Cal McCarr. And I think McCarr is great too, but Hughes is on another level. Like, Hughes is like, when I watch Hughes skate and play, he looks like a 10-year-old vet who's won a cup. Like, he is going to be an amazing addition to their blue line. Oh, that's funny. I'll let her know you said that. I'll let her know. No, I will probably. Okay, hold on. Let's be like. Let me be real with you guys. I like hockey, but I don't like. I've watched every team because there are some teams that bore me. Like, I would not watch the Tampa and the Boston game. I hate both those teams. I wouldn't want to watch the Islanders Panthers because I feel like the Islanders are just gonna shit kick them. And I'd probably watch like the third period of Colorado Dallas because I don't like Dallas and I like Colorado, but I don't like Dallas enough. But that's just tomorrow. The only games I'd want to watch is Arizona Nashville and probably Edmonton Chicago and Pittsburgh Montreal. But I don't know. I think the 24-team system is perfect. Way better than what the NBA is doing. So stupid, wasting time playing games. Just do the tournament and go for the chip. That's what everyone cares about. No one cares about seeding games. This is interesting because it counts as the playoffs. It makes it fun. It's seeding games, but done in a playoff format, not just as like regular season. I think it's great. What do you think about Jacob Markstrom? I think he's a good goaltender. I don't think the Canucks should keep him, though. I think that the Canucks should roll with Demko as their starter and then go after a cheap backup. I think that they should make a deal with the Kraken, I guess. Yeah, the Kraken, I guess. It's not plural, so it's Kraken. I think they should make a deal with Seattle. I'm just going to call them Seattle and work something out there with them. But yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's always like that. What do you think about Jackson? Yeah, me too. I think it's perfect. I actually think that this is better than like the last 2 weeks of hockey anyway. If it was up to me, I would shorten the NHL season down to what it like. I don't know. I don't even know how I would do it. I think they should just stick with the 24-team format. It's working, and it's fun as fuck. Also, NHL hockey is so marketable for the playoffs. Why not have more games? It makes perfect financial sense for the NHL. But I think the Canucks have to say goodbye to Markstrom because I don't think they can afford to give him $5 million or whatever he's going to want at 30 years old when they have Tanev and they've got and also Toffoli. Like Toffoli, I think they should sign Toffoli and Tanev. I think that a good defense and a good offense can lift mediocre goaltending. And Demko, who knows? Also, worst case scenario, you go out and you trade for a goalie who's expiring. I think Robin Lehner is expiring, and you can sign Robin Lehner. I don't know, do something. Yeah, he was 5th in points as a D-man. That's crazy to think of. For a rookie to be that complete as a defenseman. Insane. Insane. All right, here we go. Second period starting. Let's get this bread. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream if you're just coming back in. Minnesota trailing 3-1 to the Vancouver Canucks. Started the third period. Game 2. Qualifying rounds. Rogers Place, Edmonton. Commentators. No, I'm just joking. You subbed? I appreciate that, Alex. Thank you so much, man. Wow, Minnesota's already flying. High tempo already by Minnie. 4-on-4, that's why. Minnesota could really bounce with this, but so could Vancouver. I know, but I wasn't thinking of it in that sense. But I was kind of thinking when I meant Leonard, I meant like trading for a goalie, kind of like what they did. What are you watching the game on? I watch it on Sports Surge, but NHL Network, I guess, is the game that they the broadcast on the stream. Do you show the game at all, or is it just players' dots? It just has the player dots, unfortunately, because of I can't show the stream or talk over it because of copywriting. I wish I could commentate over the stream and just have it in the background for you guys, but unfortunately, it's against the law, which is a stupid law but I get the reasoning for it. But I apologize there. So it's just kind of me talking with the updates and stuff like that. Just trying to do my best there, but it's more just like a place for you guys to kind of come and watch. Also, I'm kind of talking about it, and it's pretty accurate with how up-to-date it is. I do have more than 100 subs. I do. Oh, it wasn't updating on my thing. I just didn't know if it was. Holy shit, we do! Wow, that is crazy. Thank you all so much for subscribing to the stream. I really appreciate it, guys. That means the world to me. I did not expect to gain like 25 subs today. That is crazy. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. What are you watching the game on again? I forgot. It's called Sports Surge, like electric surge, like that surge. It's a website, and you can watch any type of game on there. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I'll bounce between here and the small screen phone. Yeah, no problem. I know what you mean. I wanted to start doing this because it's like I just wanted to talk hockey with people. You know, like I'm a Jets fan and I don't get to Sports Surge. It's a Sports Surge. Sports Surge is the name, like Surge. Sports Surge. That's the name of it. And they've got everything. Yo, where's the game at? I can't show the game for legal purposes. I'm talking over it and also have the game here. But if you'd like to watch it, there's tons of links. You can go on Reddit and find links. Sports Surge is a good website. CBC, all that stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for coming into the stream, dude. That's where the best place to watch it. Oh, that was almost a goal. He had him beat. He just missed the net. Good shot. Markstrom should have had that, though. He would have missed that. Again, I like the pressure. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Victor Olofsson is the winger of the Jacket. Yeah. Appreciate it. Another opportunity right there. This is such a weird freaking game, man. Like, just weird. Shout out. I don't know how to. I'm so bad with Indian names. Sirkaj Dhaliwal. I don't know. Dhaliwal. That's all I know. Sorry, man. But shout out to you. Shout out to Dhaliwal. I had a PE teacher named Dhaliwal. He was a kind of an asshole, but I'm not saying you're related. That's just funny coincidence. But shout out to you. Power play for the Canucks. 16 minutes left, and great block there by Joel Eriksson-Ek on in the slot. Good puck control by Hughes on the blue line. He walks it, takes a shot, passes it back to JT Miller, back to Hughes, back to Pettersson on the point. Rips it in, just tipped wide of Besser. JT Miller has it on the left side of the ice. Feeds it back up to Quinn Hughes on the blue line. Quinn Hughes takes that wicked wrister, Fired wide of the net. Pettersson caresses the puck. Resets to JT Miller at the left point. Walks it in. Back to Hughes at the blue line. Pettersson with the one-timer and just wide. Stalock with the grab. Perfect save. Good power play movement. The Canucks could get one here. Oh, Stalock again. They are. You guys. Oh, thanks for 20 likes, boys. I appreciate that also. But no, crazy here with the bang. Oh, just missed. Good power play there by the Canucks. Really good pressure. Again, weird, but like Minnesota defended that well. It was just really good scoring opportunities from Vancouver. They were just creating better opportunities than what Minnesota can defend against. I would love to see the Canucks actually focus on some of their younger prospects rather than going into the trade pick. Yeah, I agree with you. Or free agency panic either. I do play NHL 20, but I didn't want to for this live stream because it's kind of just talking. It's just kind of a game reaction live feed. Someone's on the ice. He really is PFC. I do play NHL 20 in my other videos, Dollywall, though. Yeah, Roussel's down, bleeding. Yeah, I can. There are ads, but it's free. That link right there can provide you guys with sports. For all sports. So I recommend bookmarking it because it's beautiful. Just came back. What happened? Roussel just got to take a puck to the face. I think somewhere over here, a kind of area, bleeding a little bit. He's off the ice now. 47 seconds left in the power play. Vancouver's dominating on it. They could easily get another goal here, Kelly. Yeah, I never think there is either, Thomas. Free agency is a weird time for hockey. You don't make or break a team in free agency like you can in the NBA. Yet GMs act like you can. Like, who the fuck gives $8 million? Like, the money that free agency gets out to people, it's just crazy. They don't deserve that money. Because people who deserve the money that get, like, are good players, they get it on extensions. They don't get it in free agency. Like, it's always older men getting huge payouts in their, like, 29, 30s in free agency. And I don't understand it. Why would any team give, like, a 32-year-old man a $5 million, 5-year deal at, like, $6 million? Who's doing that? Or at $8 million? Who does that? I don't get it. Bad GMing. Bad management. Again, the Canucks have full puck control. 30 seconds left. They're out muscling. Hey, turnover there, maybe? Nope, possible turn. Here we go. Turnover. No, they kept it in. Back to JT Miller. Ooh, Pettersson just got wiped out. He had stopped on a dime and he knocked himself out. That was funny. Quinn Hughes corrals. Brings it through neutral ice. Rushes right into the zone. Wow. Perfect pass. And, Pettersson just couldn't hold it. Penalty actually on it. He got a hook. Hook on Pettersson. They're going back to the power play. Going to have a 5-on-4 for 2 seconds. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I'd like to see that too. I think Max Domi's a very interesting piece this offseason. I don't think Montreal keeps him necessarily, but if they do, there's no harm in it either. Like, I don't know. It's a very weird situation. I definitely do think though that it could really be interesting. You 5-3? Is that what you're thinking this game's gonna be called at? What do you mean by that? Brad Hunt slashing. Never even heard of that slug. So they got another power play, Canucks fans. Here you go. But they're starting their second unit, which is not as good. It's so weird seeing Pearson out there. He's a good player, but it's just a weird Canucks uniform. All right, good puck possession. Minnesota's kind of toying with them in their own end, but I don't know why. Bye. Good luck. I appreciate it, Dollywall. Appreciate it, dude. Your least favorite team in all of sports. That's hard. Pats? You like football? Maybe the Patriots or Green Bay? PS4 or Xbox? PS4 for me. 360 though is the best console. But I'm PC. I have a really good gaming PC. Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one. That's true. All sports you hate the refs. In any sport, there are games where you hate the refs. I agree with that, man. Speak your truth. And that's a goal for Vancouver. I apologize, fans, but there goes your game, Minnesota. You're down. Series tied 1-1. Beautiful goal. It was only a matter of time. Why did my Siri turn on? I didn't even say it. I said beautiful goal. How does that Siri turn on? What the fuck? There we go. Quinn Hughes, unassisted. Banger. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Vancouver Canucks have just tied this series. There's no way the Minnesota Wild are going to come back and slog in 3 goals to tie it within 12 minutes. No way. Game over now? I'm calling it. I think a game over, Charles. Nice to see the Canucks fans are happy. Sorry, Minnesota fans. Rough, but I just don't see you coming back. I think it is. Minnesota has not been able to put up the offensive opportunities that the Canucks have. It's 4-1 with 12 minutes left in the 13 minutes left in the third, and the Canucks still have really good pressure. Like the Canucks are putting on more pressure than the Jets did all game, and that's another good opportunity right there. They still have puck possession in the offensive zone. Bo Horvat got that goal. How far do you think the Blackhawks will make it? I think they'll beat the Edmonton, but I don't think they get past the first round. I think they take 6 games in the first round. That's my opinion. All right, come on, fucking crush him. Good play. Not much you can do. Guys, if we can get to 25 likes, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to keep upgrading the like goal. Thanks for 20 likes, though, guys. I appreciate that. Also, thanks for 100 subs. That's awesome. 7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. That is very true. But there's not 7 minutes left. How far do you think? All right. Yeah, Minnesota's done. Where's the pressure? They look so flat. What a bad pass. I don't like best of 3. I understand where you're coming from, Thomas, and it makes sense. It does. I just think that the best of 3 is just too random. You deserve the 101 subs. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, guys. You should have 5K. Well, I took a long break from this because I didn't want to make random content in the outbreak stuff. There was no point. Like, what am I going to talk about? Like, future, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to. I like talking about games, watching sports. I love the behind the scenes, but it just, at some points, like, enough is enough of the behind the scenes. You can't keep doing it every day. Too boring, the numbers and everything. I predicted my Rangers would win in 5 games. Well, I thought that the Rangers could win in 5 games. Dominic made 5 points in his debut. That's pretty sick. You're going to convert to the Canucks? Canucks are a good team to root for. The Canucks have a better online fan base than they do in Vancouver. I will 100% say that with you. Living in Vancouver, I can tell you that it's just it's shitty because when the team does bad, no one cares. No one goes, no one supports them. They're only bandwagon fans out here. And it's not because there aren't real Canuck fans. It's just because it's sad of what Vancouver's economic climate's like. People only the real fans go to games when they're bad. But even then, those tickets are still insanely expensive, so the real fans usually can't afford to go, and that's why they're empty. When are you going to make a YouTube your full-time job? You're awesome. YouTube doing full-time is my dream. I love creating content and talking and just building communities and doing this type of stuff, and I love talking sports, and I love talking in general. So I would love it to be one time, but I have a second channel where I've done a lot of COD content, and I've had my ups and downs with it, but this hockey stuff, I started it recently, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago, and it's been really fun. When my grandfather passed away in 2008, I moved on from his Maple Leafs to the Canucks, Yeah, I respect that, man. The reason I became a Jets fan is because of my dad and my family connection to that city, and I thought that when they came back that it would just I couldn't miss the opportunity to root for such an awesome fan base and a great city. So that's my connection to Winnipeg. Where my fandom started from when they came back. But I also love the OG Jets. They had some amazing players back in the day, such great players and clips. You know, Solane was a beast. Howard Chuck is a beast. Steen was a beast. Tempo Numanen was a beast. Charles Alexander would know about Tempo Numanen. Beast. I love Tempo Numanen. Finn is the best mascot? Hey, you're not wrong about that, Kevin. I don't know. That's pretty cool. That's true. Finn is also a great mascot because of the Canucks tie-in with the Canuck Place. If you don't know anything about Canuck Place, I recommend you look it up. I live in Vancouver, but I have a place in Arizona where I was at the game. It was in for Chicago, more Chicago fans in Arizona, and it was the best game ever. Am I going to play NHL 20 on stream in the future? I've never thought about doing gaming on this channel. I kind of just... oh, broken stick. I kind of just like to, just kind of talk about hockey. Like, I do use NHL 20 footage in my videos because it's just the easiest way to have hockey content without being copyrighted stricken for, like, long periods of time. But other than that, I might one day. I used to stream on Twitch a long time ago. I don't know, sports games are something where I don't really like to stream it because it's more something I just like to fun and pick up. Especially because it's like, I don't know, it's just my opinion on it. That's true. Yeah, I agree with that. Shane Doan is in a really good... Vancouver could win it all. They're still healthy, and they have one of the best goalies in Markstrom this year. And the defense could be a top 10 in the league, and their top 6 is best in the league. I don't know their defense is a top 10. I wouldn't say that. I like their D, but not that much. I don't like Myers, and I think that he overcommits, but whatever. Tomato, tomato. But I don't think you're wrong, Tyler. I think that their Canucks could go all the way because it's just a random playoffs this year, and I like their team. I like the players. I know the inexperience is there, but when the Canucks are hot, they're really good. I would love this to be best of 7. Best of 7. Sorry, I don't know why I read that as 1. Do you know Kim? Kim Jong-un? Who? Kim who? Kim Kardashian? Who are we talking about? Which Kims? This is the first year I'll wait Coyotes legit contenders. I think the Coyotes are not legit contenders yet, but I think that they're actually like contenders to be competitive. Which, if that might sound like an insult to them, but what I mean by that is that like I expect them to be good. I expect them to contend. Not to be like real championship contenders, but to at least contend and be competitive. And that's what all I want for them to do. Kim Bone. I'm not talking about the Kims. I don't know what you're talking about, Henrik. No, I don't. Sorry. Kim Bone. He will bomb us. Here comes another 3-on-1. Bad pass, too slow, but... Good. Could have been 5-1. That's like could have been 6-1. Canucks are just playing good offense. Very good offense. All right, there we go. Commercial break. Alright, let's take a look at the box score. 5-6. Slow start to the third. Back and forth shooting. Luongo is a goddamn right he is. Luongo is my favorite goaltender of all time. Are you going to be doing this for every Canucks game? I'm going to try to do it for as many games as I can, regardless of Canucks or Jets. I just like doing these. I'm going to try to do every Jets game, and I'm going to try to do every Canucks game. It all just depends on my schedule. As you guys can imagine, this isn't something that I can, like... It takes time because I've been streaming for over 2 hours this game, right? And this is probably going to go on for at least another half an hour. So like 2.5 hours. And I streamed another 2.5 hours on the Jets game. It's a lot of time watching hockey. And I love it. But I just have to make sure that I have the time in my day to do so. That's all it comes down to. Hope you guys can understand that. If not, if I can't do like live reactions to games, I will be doing like immediate recordings after the game. And uploading videos about like my game, like game breakdowns and stuff like that. So if I'm not live streaming the game, I will be doing game day break. Like I'm not gonna do a breakdown for this game, and I'm not gonna do a breakdown for the Jets game I did because I watched them live. That is my breakdown. My whole video is that. Like if you watch that, that is the breakdown. At the end, I broke it down. So on and so forth. But like if I miss a game and I can't live stream it, and that's when I would do a breakdown and do like a 10-minute video talking about the game, breaking it down, what I liked, what I didn't, what I saw that needs to improve, what was good, blah blah blah, and I'll be like to bring you that type of content. So if that's what you guys are interested in, and that's the type of stuff you like, definitely consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of that. This is something that I can make, like, I don't want to say it's easy to make, but it's something that doesn't require like hours of editing. It's just something where I can talk, experiment, share my opinion, quickly edit it and upload it. It's something that I can do effectively and quickly. So it's something that I want to do a lot of, like, coming in the future, making videos and stuff like that. But I just hope you guys are like everything so far, because yeah, this has been like one of the most fun I've had ever streaming. Really, I think it's literally the best stream I've ever done in my streaming career, and I've been doing this for 5-6 years. And I stream zombies with some really big people, and even then, this has been crazy. So I really want to thank everybody for that. What do you think about Jack Hughes and Capo? I think that they're both very talented players that are going to have amazing seasons next year, and I don't think that each fan base that has each one should not worry about them. They're going to be great. I have Jack Hughes rookie card, and he's going to fucking just value, so I'm excited about that. Edler has been on the Canucks for a while. Edler is like my dad, man. Like, I love Al Edler. He is such a good dude, not only for the team, for the city, for the Canuck place, for what he does with the kids. Oh my God, what's the name? The Eagle's Nest that he has, where he has this program called the Eagle's Nest, where he'll take kids from Children's Hospital, foster care, kids from counseling, just kids that are having a hard time, and he'll give them tickets to the game with their family. How awesome is that? And like they have a moment for it every game where like they celebrate this family and, like, you know, Edler and all this, and I think that's great. Every time I've been to a game, I've always stood up and given him a big applause for that. You're not gonna lie, my girlfriend actually of 3 years, she loves basketball. She doesn't mind baseball, which thank God. She hates football. That hurts. She despises hockey. No matter what she does, she doesn't like it, and I respect that. I don't force it on her, but she does not like hockey that much. But that makes our relationship funny, because I love hockey so much, and it's weird how, like, we get basketball, and, like, I don't know, it's funny. It's just fun like that. Older baby people who can relate to that too. Quinn Hughes over Jack Hughes, 100%. But no, she's not Karen Charles. Isles Girl 3? I don't know what you're I don't know about that stuff, Henrik. I think Vancouver versus Colorado in conference final. That would be so entertaining. Fuck, that would be good. Ravens, I hope for that, man. That would be amazing. That would be really, really, really good. Quinn Hughes is way better than Jack Hughes. Very true. But Jack Hughes can still be a really good player. He just had an off year. He had a really bad rookie year. So did Kako, to what I expected them to be. But in fairness, they weren't going to have 90-point seasons. They weren't going to have 80-point seasons. Everyone that thought that, they were retarded. They're not going to do that. Sorry, I'm not politically incorrect word, but whatever. Like, it's the truth. Like, you can't put that much pressure on a kid. Like, you can't. I don't care how good he is. He's not McDavid. McDavid, you can put that pressure on because it's McDavid. But even Matthews, I didn't expect. And Laine, I didn't expect them to be that good. I expected Laine to have 20 goals in his rookie year, and I expected Laine to have Matthews to have about 25 and 25, or 25 and 35, 25 goals, 35 assists, or 30 assists, something like that. Not what they like. You never know. You never know with a rookie. No one knew. You never know, and that's why it's interesting. She does all the Islanders games. She's on YouTube. Go watch her. Okay, I'll definitely have to check her out. I miss the Grizzlies. Promise. I miss the Grizzlies so much. I have a Grizzlies hat somewhere over there. I love the Vancouver Grizzlies. Fucking amazing. Biggest loss in free agency in the last 10 years? Probably John Tavares. Because, like, that's a top 5 talent in the league, and he left in free agency for nothing. So, yeah. The Buffalo Braves. I love hockey for that reason too, Raves. Is Jágr still playing? Sorry, the man, if I missed that question. I did. He is playing in Europe, but he's not playing in the NHL, which is unfortunate. But he is playing in Europe still. I think he's killing it, actually, still. I don't know what his stats are. I don't watch Europe hockey. But he is playing professional hockey still, just not in the NHL. Sorry I missed your question. But yeah, Thomas, I think that the biggest loss to free agency in the last 10 years for the NHL is John Tavares, just on the fact of how good of a player he is and the fact that you lost him for nothing. Oh, biggest Vancouver player to be lost in free agency. My bad. God, I don't know. Free agency. Well, Canucks didn't really lose anybody in free agency. They traded Kessler. They traded Luongo. They traded Willie Mitchell. Willie Mitchell left. They traded a lot of people off that Cup team. It's 10 years. I don't know. Like what? Right? Redeem Verbata? He had one good year and left. Like no. Like I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Jaromir Jagr played. Oh, that's so hard. Okay, he played on the Capitals. Oh no, I already think I fucked that up. He played on Pittsburgh. He played on Florida. He played on the Islanders. He played in New Jersey. He played in Calgary. That's 5. He played in like 8 teams, right? God damn it, I don't know. I have no idea. I can name 5, I think. He did play. Did he play in Washington? Why am I picturing Jagr in an old school early 2000s, like mid 2000s Caps jersey? Or early 2000s. I don't know why I'm picturing that. He played for the Caps. And he played in Philly. He almost did play for Vancouver. He almost played for Winnipeg, too. Winnipeg almost picked him up the year after he was off Florida, but they went young. I don't know why Jagr I don't know why he waited. I hate the way he went out. I wanted him to retire. Beautiful glove save by Markstrom. Woo! They could have got a good player for John Tavares. They totally could. The only problem with that is to trade John Tavares, they would really need a good package, right? Like, they would need something that they think is worth it. But even then, like, what is worth it to you? Because are you going to take something less than what he's worth, or are you just going to lose him for nothing? I think it was dumb not dealing him at the deadline. But then again, I know teams really weren't going to pay him for him at the deadline. What are your thoughts on the Flyers this year, and do you think they can win the Cup? I don't think the Flyers can win the Cup. Sorry. I do like the Flyers' progression, though. I think Kevin Hayes was a great pickup for them. I've always loved Kevin Hayes. Obviously love Claude Giroux, Troch, all the guys they have there. But I think they maybe get a second-round exit this year. But they're good, and it's nice. When the Flyers are nice, I'm happy. That's one of the teams in the league where I don't care about them. Like, I don't like them, but I always want them to do well because I feel like the league is just better when they're playing in the playoffs. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I like the next Vegas versus Washington. Or what do you mean, Vikings fan? The V versus W. Vancouver versus, I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little tired right now. I've been streaming for the last, I had an hour break, and it's hot in my room, and I've been streaming for a long time, and this game is just going on forever. And the Canucks are, barely doing it. They're playing well. Wild versus Van, thank you. I'm just getting tired. Alright, let's focus on the game a little bit. There's 6 minutes left, 28-26 in shots. Minnesota's out shooting them, but yet again, now Vancouver is playing good defense when they hadn't been really playing that solid of a defense. And Markstrom is playing very well. So, with 6 minutes left, I think we can check this one off and say it is a 1-1 tie. I think he did, yeah. Who do you think the Canucks are losing to Seattle? Markey or Demko? Probably Markstrom. But they could make a deal. If the Canucks were smart, they could make a deal. And try to make it so that it was someone who wasn't good. Or exposed or do something. I don't know. I feel like the Canucks really need to consider trading with Seattle because they're in a division, and either way you're gonna lose a really good player. So make a way to make it not as painful. Especially you don't want to get chewed up by a brand new team in the first year. But yeah, Vancouver will do so much to keep Markey. They will. But I think that's what they need to do. I think they need to make a deal so that they don't give up too much an elite player to Seattle. They really can't afford to do that. Because if Seattle actually gets stacked and becomes the new Vegas, or even close to Vegas in the competitive, they're going to be right up there with Vancouver. And Vancouver can't have that type of competition. So I think that they need to really be mindful. Baltimore used to have a hockey team. They did. A long time ago. Don't remember what they're called. The Cleveland Barons. The California Golden Seals. The Minnesota North Stars, Quebec Nordiques. Why can't I think of any more? I feel like there's another team I'm missing, but either way. Not in our lifetime, Charles. Like 1940s, maybe 1930s, or even earlier, or somewhere around then. A long time ago. Probably just something to do with money and financing. Cleveland had an NHL team, like a long time ago. Like lots of weird places has. I think Indiana had a hockey team, but I don't know. Baltimore used to have a Canadian Football League team. Are you serious? Really? Wow. Yeah, but the Seattle Metropolitans, Jeff, are more like a Vancouver Millionaires team. Like, they don't really count. Yeah, the Canucks are a really rough fan base, Jalen. Like, really, really rough. I grew up with the Canucks fan base, and, all my friends, like, I grew up with a lot of Canucks fans, and I know a lot of Canucks fans, and I'm friends with a lot of them. They really are the man. Quebec used to have a hockey team, and they will. Well, they still do. Yeah, Quebec City will get a team back within our lifetime. I guarantee that. I guarantee it. The NHL just needs to realize that it's costly. It might be more expensive to put a team in Canada, but overall they have better. They're worth more. Like, what would be better? A brand new expansion team again, like when they're ready to expand again, or do you put in a team that's already existed in that market that will succeed? I think that's what they should do. Because I know Seattle's going to be good. Seattle's going to pop. Seattle's a great hockey city. Great hockey city. The rivalry between the Canadiens and the Seattle people will be amazing. Dude, I think Vegas is going to be going to go far in the playoffs. I think they totally could. With that goaltending tandem and that forward core, they've got 2 first lines. They're insane. Max Pacioretty is sick. What are your thoughts on Calgary this year and in the playoffs? They're playing well, but they're also kind of being a little too, I don't know. As a Jets fan, I'm a little pissed about the physicality in the series. I think that it's a little one-sided and a little biased by the refs not calling a lot and the league not saying a lot either, but I think they're playing well. Do you think there will be a trick-or-treating this year? Fuck, that's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think a lot. I think maybe in smaller cities there might be, or in small communities, but I don't think in like the major cities and areas like that. I think most people are just gonna be like, no fucking way. I don't want my kids coming here. And also, how many parents are going to really be comfortable with their kids getting candy from other people's homes? Like, their bowl will be a cesspool of other people touching candy, right? Like, I don't know. And if they put bowls out in front of every house, how is every kid going to get candy? Because I know when I was a kid, I used to jack the whole bowl. So it's either going to be a lot of kids getting CFL Baltimore Stallions. That's crazy. I never knew that. They're going all the way, hopefully. Kraken logo is doo-doo. Totally is. It looks like something that like I would make in 5 minutes in Photoshop. I didn't even notice there was a tentacle or an eye when I first looked at it. I just saw a really dumb-looking S that looked like a really weird 5. Bad logo. But yeah, 3 minutes left in this game. 2 minutes power play, and someone is on the ice. I don't know who that is. Ryan Hartman. Is that Ryan Hartman? Another player injured in the playoffs. It is Ryan Hartman. Like I said, I really miss Quebec Nordiques. That rivalry between the Nordiques and the Canadiens is one of the best rivalries. I agree. Really one of the best rivalries. My dad always tells me stories about that. Damn. Oh my God. Pedersen. Guys, enough of the freeloading chat. Did you just see Pedersen? Tell me I wasn't the only one watching that. He just sucker punched Ryan Hartman in the back of his neck. I've never even heard of this. The Montreal Concord. Oh, I knew about that. The Concords, I've heard of them. But that's crazy to think about. I think it could be suspension worthy, but I don't think they will suspend it because they didn't suspend Sam Bennett. They didn't suspend Matthew Tkachuk. They didn't suspend a bunch of other. They didn't suspend whoever hit Boychuk today. Like, they don't care. They really don't. They don't care about cross-checks to the back. It's like in the playoffs, they're like, oh, okay, cross-checking's fine. And look at Pedersen. He looks smug. He literally just... That was bad. Like, he was like with one hand and his stick in his hand like this. Like that. Right on the back of his head. Like right there on his neck. Hard coming down. That's suspension worthy. Like, yeah, 2 games suspension. The rest of the series for a sucker punch for intent to hurt. Fucking the way that I think that check hit was clean, and I don't like the Flames. Oh, they scored. Minnesota scored. Kevin Fiala just got a goal, guys. Kevin Fiala just tipped one in off the crossbar, I think, and it went in and out. But they delayed goal, but they called it. It is 4-2. Oh my God, what a beautiful goal. Hold on, does this count? Yeah, good goal. Beautiful goal by Kevin Fiala there. There's still time. 2 goals in 2 minutes. It can happen. Okay, that's some momentum. That's a good goal, too. I think that the Chuck... Yeah, Avalanche Red Wings are still rivals, yeah. The Seattle Sailors is kind of cringy, but it's not a bad name. It's still better than the Kraken. I like the Rain City Bitch Pigeons, or whatever that one was. I think that's what it was called. I saw that everywhere on Twitter, the Rain City Bitch Pigeons. And it was a logo of a pigeon crying with a hard hat. It just looks so funny. I heard a rumor. The rumor is the Seattle name was announced to be cracking a bunch of GMs and owners with bottle sent. That's funny. That's funny, Thomas. I like that. That could be true. Who knows? I'm going to refresh the page. We're obviously past the goal. 4-2 with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left, at least on mine. 2 minutes now on the screen or whatever. They could get another goal. Was Pedersen's kicked out? I appreciate the subscription, Jalen. No, he wasn't. He's still playing, but that was a dirty hit. That was bad. That could be suspension worthy. So that could be something that we touch upon tomorrow. Thoughts on the Battle of Alberta in the past couple of years? There really hasn't been that good in the past few years, in my opinion. Up until this year, I was so hyped for it, and then Corona happened. I was so sad. Me and my buddies were all going to get together and watch those games at the casino, actually. But Corona, what can you do? Yeah, then we all got laid off, and then we all collect CERB now, right? You know, government getting back to work, fine, school, ooh, great. Do you think the Atlanta Thrashers and the Quebec Nordiques will come back? Atlanta will never get a team again. They lost 2. There's no way. Quebec 100% will get a team. The boys are spitting chicklets calling the Kraken's fans crackheads. Oh, I like that. I like that, though. Like, when I go to a game, like, they should definitely partner up with the Kraken rum and, like, have, like, some Kraken rum drinks and, like, rum bars and stuff like that in the stadium. Montreal games, because they might be cheaper. Because every time a Canadian team comes here, they're fucking horribly expensive, and I can never afford to take my dad to a game, and I want to take him to Montreal, so hopefully it'll be cheaper in the States. Favorite Canucks backup goalie of all time? Eddie Lack. And Corey Schneider. Corey Schneider technically was never the starter. So Corey Schneider and Eddie Lack. That'd be hilarious, Kelly. What are you talking about? Like, the Kraken booth, just a bunch of Abbotsford boys getting fucking roasted on rum. Like, that'd be hilarious to watch. I don't even really drink when I go to Canuck games. I just love to watch people drink because I think they're so stupid. Like, why are you paying, like, $400 for your whole family to go to a game just for you to get plastered and not remember it? Like, what a dumb. They pulled their goalie. Minnesota just pulled Stalock with 50 seconds left. I'm assuming that's going to be a goal. Oh, just hit the post. Oof. That was close, boys. Hey, can we get 2 more legs for 25 legs? That'd be cool. Seattle's going to be the Western Conference, and they're going to be very surprised. Oh, yeah, very surprised that one of the most West Coast teams are in the West. That's funny. I know you're being ironic. Look at that. So close. Almost ended the game. 24 seconds left. Timeout. I think it's over. Guys, what are your thoughts right now? Are they going to come back and they're going to get a goal? Is it going to be 4-3 or is it going to be a 4-2? Or is it going to be 4-4 in overtime? What are you guys' thoughts so far? I broke my collarbone. Have you heard? Ooh, no, I haven't, dude. But I'm sorry to hear that. That's a nasty break. I'm lucky. I've never broken a bone, knock on wood. 4-2 is what you think, Corey? I think it could be 4-3. I think they could come out and make it entertaining. Yeah, I see Vegas as a Western city because I live on the West Coast, and it's just kind of categorized as the West Coast. Like, it's like the big party city on the West Coast, obviously, but one of the biggest party cities in the world. But that's kind of how it's viewed out here. It's like, that's like the desert West Coast area. It's borderline, I guess you could call it. Done deal. How bad was Furland injured? Not that bad. I can look it up right now. No news. He looks fine. All I know is that he got fined for spearing Hartman. What are the difference between NFL and CFL? I've never watched Canadian football. Worst talent. No offense to fans of the CFL. Bigger field, bigger football, only 3 downs. Hey, no problem, Charles. I'm glad you enjoyed the content, man. Thanks so much for subscribing and chatting the whole time. It was really fun. But yeah, 4-2 final, guys. 30 seconds left. It's going to be over real quick. Canucks tie their series 1-1. That is a very, very, very important and is good to see. If they want to bring Quebec back to put in Eastern, yeah, they totally would. The NHL would need to be smart about it. Don't forget that, Rogue. Yeah, GG. Good game, guys. Do you enjoy watching hockey without fans? I don't really mind. It's going to make me sound like a loser, but I don't really care. Since I'm a Jets fan and I live in the West Coast, everyone here is a Canucks fan. I'm the only Jets fan, really. So I've always watched hockey kind of alone, other than when it's been with the Jets fans and I watch the Canucks and stuff like that, or with a few Jets fans that come visit, from stuff like that. Other than that, it's really just me watching hockey and going over it. So this has kind of been the nicest. Thanks again for stream. Good job. See you again. I appreciate it, Kelly. Thanks so much for tuning in. But yeah, this has kind of been like the first time I really like talked with a lot of fans during a game like this, other than when I'm at a bar. But I think this is what's nice, right? Like, for a lot of people, we can't get out to talk hockey and watch hockey in large groups and stuff like that, and especially now with coronavirus. So why not make a live stream where you can just have people talking about the game, talking hockey, just a place where people can hang out like you would be at a bar making small talk. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed that and you enjoyed the that whole idea, because I'd love to do this again. I had a lot of fun. I'm definitely watching other streams from you. I really appreciate that, man. Really do. Appreciate everyone's support today. It was insane. 10 seconds left on my stream. There's 7 left on here because I know it's delayed. All right, whatever. Great game, though, by the Canucks. Let's talk about it. I'm just going to update the title real quick to post-game. I can't. Whatever. I don't even need to change it to post-game. We're going to talk now. GG, guys. Oh, Minnesota scored. Wait, what? Did Minnesota just... They did. Minnesota just scored. Oh, my God. No way. Kevin Fiala again. No way. I appreciate that, Jeff. Oh, my God. 7 seconds left. Boys. 7 seconds left, guys. 7 seconds left. Oh, no, they're going to put time on the clock. Or did they just take it down? 7 seconds exactly. Oh, my God. We were about to, like, wrap up the stream, and here we are. Holy shit. From Dumba and Stahl. Jordan Stahl's got 4 assists? Jesus Christ. He could have a goal, too. That's crazy. Oh. Restart. Zuccarello fell. All right, this is crazy. If this somehow happens, I called it, though. I said 4-3, so I was right. I bet you are. I called it. I said 4-3. Oh, my God. That almost went in. Markstrom almost let that in. That almost went in. Oh, my God. If that was any higher on Markstrom, if that was any higher on Markstrom, it goes in. And if it was like an inch higher on the shoulder, that clips and goes in. Oh my God. Henrik Lund, they took a shot with like 3 seconds left from the center ice, and it almost went in. He almost bobbled it in. How does that almost happen? If that's how oh my God, and imagine if they lose. Oh my God. How? Oh, ridiculous. Bah, thank God they won, though. That was crazy. What an end to a good game. That was a great effort, yeah. Great game. That was the most entertaining game of the day. And it wasn't even that close of a game, but it became close in the last like minute. Never ever put your puck on your own exactly. That is crazy. Love your stream. Appreciate it, Kevin, man. I appreciate every single one of you guys in here today. Thank you so much for watching. We have 30 viewers. That's insane. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to stick around. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking post-game. We're going to be going over all the games from today. It's 10:30 right now. I'm probably going to end up the stream in about 15 minutes. So let's go over some stuff. Let's ask your questions. Get anything out. We'll talk about every game today. Whatever you need to talk about, we'll do that before we go. Overall, I'll give my thoughts on the game before we end it. As you guys can see on screen, Canucks did play well, but they ended up getting outshot by the Wild, 35-28. They dominated in the faceoff category, and wow, 1 for 7, 0 for 6. Not a good day for the special teams for both sides of the club. I guess a good day for the penalty kill for both teams, even though Minnesota allowed that 1 goal, still good. 16 penalty minutes for Minnesota with 14 lots. 37 hits for the Wild. They fucking dominated in the category there. 10 blocks. Those are important. Didn't feel like a lot of block shots this game. A lot of shots on net, especially for the Wild. Canucks weren't really blocking a lot. But overall, really good game. Let's get in the stats for the Canucks. Besser with a point. Miller with 2 points. Pettersson with a point. Horvat with 2 points. And Pearson with a point. I like that. Pearson was a -2. Pettersson was a okay, that's not bad. Overall, a good game by the Canucks. What are your thoughts on Pettersson? Overall, I thought he was had a good game, but I don't like that sucker punch at the end. Definitely could be suspendable. That was bad play. Really, really bad. Uncalled for. Not a hockey play. You don't go like this on the back of someone's neck. I don't care if he made both movement, like if it whatever it looked like. That's not a good motion, and he will get suspended for that. I'll bet money the league suspends him for that. But other than that, I thought that Pettersson had a great game. I thought Pearson had a great game. Back on the Wild side, I thought that Eric Stahl had a fantastic game. Great game on Eric Stahl's part. So did Zach Parise. And also, we can't really forget about the goal scorers. Kevin Fiala was clutch today. 2 goals at the end of the last minute for that. That's crazy. Calgary was mine. How much? How many games? Probably a game. 1 game suspension. But the Canucks luck, it could be a 2-game suspension. I don't think it will be, though. It depends on how seriously hurt Fiala is. But there also wasn't a call on the play, which means it could be a 2-game or it could be a game and a final. I have no idea. The NHL is so inconsistent with their type of back to the head, cross-checking, anything to do with the back, like this area up here. They're always worried about it. They never handled it properly, and it's always back and forth, flip-floppity. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it. It's nice to see, though, the series being tied up 1-1. Too many series are going 2-0 and 3-0 and sweeps and all that stuff. It's nice to have a competitive series like this, for sure. All right. I think I'm going to end the stream here. It is 10:35, and I am exhausted. That was a lot of hockey for me to watch today, but I really had a good time watching it. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you enjoyed all that stuff. Thanks so much for watching. Stay on the tune for videos and stuff like that. I'll have videos coming out probably tomorrow talking a lot about the post-game and stuff like that, about the games, stuff like that. But other than that, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, really. Why am I a Jets fan? I'm a Jets fan because I was a Canucks fan for my whole life, and then they lost the finals, and I was really depressed because they just disappointed me my whole life. And then the Jets came back, and I have a very strong tie to the city of Winnipeg, and my family's there, and a lot of stuff. And I felt passionate towards the team. I like the fan base. I like the city it's in. New team, like the logo. I just wanted to support it, and I became the biggest Jets fan on the West Coast because of it. Still am. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. Seriously, you guys smash the likes with 26 likes. If we can get 30 right now, that'd be absolutely insane. One last chance before we call it. But thank you guys so much for all the support. Insane growth today. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for the support. And I'll be see you guys in another live stream very soon. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be back again soon. Peace out and bye-bye. Go Jets, go.